Hello, everyone. Happy Labor Day. I am probably feeling the most relaxed that I have felt in a good while right now because I had a good number of opportunities this weekend to just slack off and not be nearly as productive as I could have been. And from all of the complaining I've done over the last 2 weeks, you could probably remember that I needed that. It's important to remember that sometimes humans break down too, and you need to take breaks as well. Of course, something Crash is not a human. What are you talking about? I'm a robot. But I do be feeling quite good, honestly. I think the only productive thing I did today was put in a work order for my apartment because my fridge is like not it's too humid. It's not draining liquid and shit really well, so it's kind of nasty on the below. It's pooling up nasty bacteria water, so that's not good. But that'll be that can actually get fixed soon, hopefully. And I think I sent Nulk an idea for a commission maybe, but that only took me like what 30 minutes to do, so. I'm feeling good. Otherwise, I've goofed off a lot, and I'll have plenty of goofing off stuff to talk about during stream. But, yeah, let me switch on over. Hi! Hey, everyone. I hope it was a good extended weekend, if you have an extended weekend like that. If you don't, man, I'm sorry. You need to find a better job. You know, mean that as nicely as possible. But, yeah, I'm doing pretty swell, and I think I'm zen enough to where, like, playing as Roll's not gonna piss me off. Roll seemed kind of fun in the little testing I had to do just to make sure that I could get like my little announcement screenshot. One funny thing with Roll is, as many of you know, there are like approximately 8 billion different costumes for Roll. And I was thinking of putting out a vote and being like, oh, you know, which role do y'all want me to play as? But then I was like, it's a second vote, and it's gonna be too much, whatever. I just wanted to relax, so I'm just gonna do normal role. But one of the things I did find actually testing is that apparently the role costumes do have slightly different hitboxes on the attack. So Valentine role, for example, attacks with that big box of chocolates that she's holding, whereas normal role attacks with like her broom, and then you have ninja roll with the sword and sports roll with the flag, etc., etc. I didn't test every single one, but apparently Valentine roll does not have any downwardness to her attack hitbox. So I'll describe an example during the intro stage, but like, yeah, so there is like slight difficulty adjustments between the costumes because they all design the different attack models with different hitboxes. It's messed up, man. This game has layers of messed up. There could be a whole Megaman powered up iceberg if somebody like really tried hard enough. So yeah, as Grimm's pointing out, we got a handful of characters left to play with Megaman powered up. We're definitely gonna be breaking things up, I think, and maybe 2 to 3 more characters, perhaps including Roll, depending on what the characters everybody votes on next, how much they kind of end up pissing me off. How difficult they end up being. Which, by the way, if you're just joining us and you aren't in the Discord yet, you can look below for a link. And, like, we discuss Mega Man and stuff there, and we also vote on what Mega Man powered-up character I'm going to play every time I beat a campaign with one. So, like, you know, it's pretty cool. Maybe consider joining along with us. Yeah, so we got a whole bunch of different characters that Grimm pointed out there. Grimm, I would also mention that, like, among those characters, there's also the Charge Shot and Slide variant of Mega Man. I don't know if those are significantly different enough to warrant a playthrough, but I might humor it, depending on just how I'm feeling one given week. Get some sweet and tasty revenge on all the stages, all the bosses. Let's see. I'll get into things, and then start reading some more chat messages. Let's get the cutscenes going, and then I'll catch up on what you're talking about with your weekend there.
Were able to create industrial humanoid robots. Invented by the foremost authority in robotics, Dr. Light, Roll is a helper robot.
Roll do be a helper robot, and in this scenario, she's just out on a stroll.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please.
Aye, Wiley.
It's Wiley, the one and only, the brilliant scientist, Dr. Wiley. It may seem rather sudden to you, but I've decided I'd like to take over the world.
Never seen anybody play the game as Rock, Cough, Mega. I can only imagine how painful it's gonna be. Yeah, no, that's not gonna be a very fun one. I think Mega is probably the only character, in addition to Oil Man, that I'm like truly fearing playing, so I'm not doing them back to back, that's for sure. Probably post-break I'll put Mega on the roster.
You're that idiot Dr. Light's helper robot, aren't you? Want to work for the world's greatest ruler instead?
Okay, well, thanks for the opportunity, Wiley, but you're just gonna leave, so your loss, I guess. So let's see. Your weekend was very, to say the least, grim. You went to a clam bake and your sister's band performing on Saturday, Sunday. Supposed to be a baseball game, but cousins got sick. That's unfortunate. Couldn't go to a baseball game. I mean, I'm not really into sports myself, so honestly going to a baseball game just means that that's a human bake out in the middle of the sun, but you know, if it's fun for you, it's good for you. And then, family member trying to win the gold medal for suffering. Oh boy. That's fun. I love having to comfort a family member because that's the socially obligated thing to do, even though you probably believe that they have absolutely no reason to be suffering and bitching and moaning. It's always the best thing.
Stop! Dr. Wiley!
True, Wiley doesn't offer a woman the position. It's crazy.
Insanity.
I mean, he did. That was different dialogue compared to speaking to like Helper Robot Rock. So like,
I'll put a stop to Dr. Wiley's plan.
it was a little bit more condescending. I'll just say that.
Are you sure you're up to it, Roll?
Here I come.
Oh yeah, Roll's up to it. She's got like weapons and techniques and stuff. So Roll, very interestingly, does have like a 2-hit combo with her broom. This is notably not useful versus bosses because they have iframes. So a true clad zero she is not, but you know, at the very least, it's good for maybe some of the bulkier enemies that might pose a challenge. And she's actually got some decent reach on it, all things considered. Like, I was expecting this to be absolutely pitiful as far as range goes, but actually, just given the fact that, like, this game kind of takes place on a small screen, the range is not actually all that bad. So, this ought to be cool. Oh, okay, so this is what I was talking about earlier with, like, the hitboxes on Roll's different costumes being different. So I can hit this, I believe one of my attacks can still hit this guy, right? Yeah, so I can still hit that thing, with the broom. I'm pretty sure I can't do that with the Valentine's Day costume. I might have to try it again, because I noticed I wasn't hitting it when I was super close up there either, but like, yeah, if there's variations between the hitboxes, that's like an absurd level of detail that they did not need to bother doing. Roleplay through the closest getting to an official Rako-chan game. Happy belated birthday to Hatsune Miku. Oh, did not know Hatsune Miku had a birthday around now. That or it's one of those things I have heard of before and promptly forgotten about. It's probably the latter. Because now that you say it, it does kind of remind me like, oh yeah, Hatsune's Miku's birthday is actually fairly close to mine, so... Which I probably should think about something for this in the chat, in the Discord at the least, but like... So my birthday is coming up, and while I will be away during my birthday, busy doing stuff in person, maybe we could just casually do a Jackbox that night that week. I'll have to think about it and actually get my ass to make a poll. But yeah, I'd consider it. It'd be probably pretty fun. Oh, it was her 18th birthday yesterday. That explains one piece of art I saw on Twitter. That's the end of that statement, and I'm leaving it at that. Down for more Jackbox? Yeah, I mean, sure. Everybody probably would be. Just be a matter of, like, actually announcing it early enough so that way everyone's like, oh, hey, I'm actually available. I don't think I'll make a video out of it because, man, editing that took a while last time. Unless I find... maybe I'll compromise myself this way. I'll record, but then like I'll just make a short, if anything. Like I'm only gonna make a maximum like a 3-minute video rather than a whole 15-minute edit, because like that 15-minute edit was fun and it was good, but it did take quite a bit to do. So I'm maybe not interested in sinking a bunch of time into that, especially during the vacation where I'm trying to spend a bunch of time like working on the getting, you know, another 10% closer to being done with the Vroid Blender Unity model. So anyways, hey, so what stage do we want to go to? We have our once again a pick of our 8 robot masters, so like wherever we go first, I'm down. Guess Mega Man became non-canon for the role playthrough. Seriously, where is he? Yeah, that was also a question I was kind of asking in the stream announcement this week. Like, you know, every time my stream announcement has like, you know, Roll and Dr. Light off to the left, because that's what like all the other characters kind of, you know, have when they're on the right, and, you know, gonna go kick some robot ass. But yeah, no, Mega just doesn't exist in this, I don't think. I'm pretty sure Rock just kind of like got, I don't know, this is just an alternate universe where Rock just flat out does not exist. Also, Roll has to fall on her ass into every single stage. It's very, certainly a choice was made there. Something bad platforming bit done early. Yeah, let's get that done. I would rather not have to, do this later. Although, honestly, I could maybe use the warm-up. Wait, the side effect of feeling very relaxed today is that, like, I am kind of in a, I'm a little bit in, like, a, ironically, like, half-awake state. Like, I'm definitely awake. I have energy. I'm just, like, not tapping into those reserves very well. Oh, shit, does Roll just, like, break down shields? Hold on. Oh, okay, Roll's actually really got some good stuff in her kit. I didn't know that. She's gonna destroy certain enemies, huh? Alright, cool. I'm very excited to play Roll then. Although I'm not actually sure if she's breaking the shield or if she's just like able to hit the construction guys, the picket men, from above, and then it doesn't like mess with the shield. 'Cause she couldn't break the beaks in the tutorial level. Okay, time to stop yapping and start jumping properly. Oh, whoa, yeah, fucking first try. Okay, now I'm awake. I got the adrenaline pumping through me for that last jump. I barely made that, but you know what? I'll fucking take it. It's a win. And thank God we don't have actual Mega Man 1 spike mechanics. Because I would have been very angry there if that was the case. Yeah, okay, Roll actually feels surprisingly good to play. Like, I remember people, like, saying back in the early aughts that, like, or maybe it wasn't the aughts, I don't think this game was out yet, but, like, when this game was, like, early and just in its kind of, you know, early days of being released, like, I remember people complaining that Roll was, like, impossibly difficult to play, but, like, this is actually, so far, this is actually not so bad. I'm sure that, like, smacking down Wily Machine is going to be certainly something, but until then, we can enjoy the melee character. Hey, your vote helped. Thank you, Super Nerd. You saved me from an oily fate for one more week. Welcome back. Seems as Roll is destined to be OP in any game she's in, barring fighting games. Yeah, true. Something about the, you know, the cute girl character is just like, it brings out the ultimate power in her. I believe people call that Gap Moe. I watch anime. I'm definitely not a poser.
Go home before you get hurt.
Typical Gutsman, being misogynistic. Gotta love it.
You're making me mad.
You're making Roll mad.
There's work to be done around. Oh, all right, Missy. I'll forgive you. Ready?
Yeah, forgive me, but you're gonna, like, bury me under the soil first, so, like, I don't know how much of an apology that actually is. Okay, I guess I have to be less aggressive if I want to actually win the damage battle against Gutsman. Well, that wasn't a very good play. I don't know, Gutsman's gonna win, isn't he? Okay, there we go. Debated between Roll and Gutsman, didn't know on to vote the Guts. I mean, if you should have been able to vote multiple things in that poll. I might have screwed it up. Hopefully I didn't screw it up. I mean, if I screwed it up, then I screwed it up, so. But I'll check again for next week, or, I mean, depending on how well this stream goes, however many weeks, you know, and make sure you can actually vote. You could not vote multiple things in that poll. Damn it, I screwed up. Okay, I'll amend that next time. I'll forgive you. Now perish. True. All right. Who next? That was easily going to be the worst stage out of the entire roster. Every other stage, I think, is much more manageable and normal. You've been eating ice, so you should go for Bomb Man. Okay. Interesting. So you want to keep eating ice, I'm guessing. So I guess, yeah, we'll leave the ice guy alone for a little bit. So what do you mean by you're eating ice? Like, you just have a bunch of ice in your drink, or are you, like... Do you deliberately eat ice, like just as a normal thing you do? I mean, if you do, then like fine. It's not morally bad, so I'm not gonna talk too much shit about that. But it is an interesting thing for somebody to say, because whenever I think of somebody talking about okay, you're eating it after the drink, so. I'm about to drop cursed knowledge on everybody. Anybody else ever remember? I think this was, I think Fine Sauce Joel, like, made this notable by doing his, you know, typical Windows destruction bullshit. He stumbled upon a forum for ice chewers who, people who really, really, really liked chewing ice to a perhaps sexual extent. That's the only thing I think of now whenever the topic of chewing ice, even in a very normal manner, pops in, is discussed. I have been forever ruined by the internet, as you might imagine, and yeah, it's an interesting memory to have whenever I'm finishing up my own drink and am simply just, you know, getting a little extra water out of the solid water that's in the drink, but. In case you didn't know this, now you have to know this, so congrats. Oh cool, Roll can just sweep up the spines, nice. Hello, you're here this week. Welcome, Catchy. We're talking about chewing ice. It's a very good time to be here. Why would chewing ice turn people on? I don't fucking know, man. At a certain point, you learn to stop asking questions, and you just learn to say, yeah, alright, okay, cool. The Ice Eater forums. Okay, so Grim does remember. It was, in fact, Vine Sauce Joel. The Ice Chewer forums are bad. Don't even go to the Coffee Enema forums. Okay, I know that coffee enemas were a thing that some people did because, I don't know. Fucking... It sounds like something that RFK Jr. would endorse, let's just put it that way. But, I didn't know people were getting off to coffee enemas either, but I guess that's... You know, we just talked about people getting off to chewing ice, so it's not... the craziest thing in the world to think of. Also, God, slow bullet. As Bo Burnham once said, I'm getting swarmed by fleas. No, he didn't say that. Anything that brain of yours can think of can be found is very true. I know I have my proclivities, but I have to thank many stars that I'm not, something that judgeable. At least I don't think so, but... We'll save the tier list for another day. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Oh my god, Roll has insane ladder reach. That is a very good fucking arc to sweep in. Holy hell. Alright, this is gonna be fun. Coffee enemas were featured on My Strange Addiction. Dude was so enamored with him, his wife didn't understand. Then eventually she got addicted to him. Excellent. Well, they can both enjoy coffee, boofing coffee together. So I was, I think might have a mental association of something with coffee for the next couple of weeks because I watched Ilvokari's Lost Land stream the other day, and I watched his stream the other day, and there was a moment where like the main character wanted to get past a security guard by pouring a whole load of laxatives and some coffee.
Looking lovely as always.
All right, cool. All the robot masters are creepy.
The bomb man I know is understood.
And this coffee gave the security guard like instant diarrhea. Like literally drank half of the cup and had to go and get stuck on the toilet for like a couple hours, and thus plot continued to happen after that. But the coffee became known by me in the chat as the potion of instant diarrhea, and so I'm going to think of coffee as a potion of instant diarrhea for probably a good couple weeks now. Just thought I'd let y'all know. Yeah, the broom is kind of like wavy. I guess it's meant to be like how fast she's swinging it. Oh, I lost concentration. I almost no-hit this boss. But, you know, it fits, I mean, with everything in the game. I mean, like, everything here is very wavy and stringy. Like, I mean, you know, you run into the wall, you do like a little squish motion. So I think it makes sense for it to be kind of like that. You think you've seen weird point-and-click solutions? You're not ready for Mystery of the Druids? Oh, no. That it wasn't a weird solution. It was just a notable one in the sense that this coffee was instant diarrhea. I mean, yeah, Ket has a point that, like, coffee does cause you to poop, and that's because there's chlorogenic acid in it. And I'm a chemist, so I can tell you this. It is a specific compound that just is very good at giving you bowel movements. But this was, like, just furious instant diarrhea, and I really like the idea of a potion of instant diarrhea. If I have a D&D campaign that I run again, I am going to give my players potions of instant diarrhea. One, I will regret doing that, but two, it will be a moment for the ages if the people I play with have even half of the creativity that I think that they do. Okay, next stage vote. Please vote on the next stage. But Kraft mac and cheese does that to you, Grim? That's interesting. I've never heard that one before. Oil Man, all right. I've never heard of that for anybody before. Does that happen like with regular American cheese for you too, or is it like exclusively for just Kraft mac and cheese and however the hell they make their, you know, artificial cheese product? Because it doesn't happen to me, and I have recently started making mac and cheese, Kraft mac and cheese again lately, because like I want to add like some leftover lunch meat and beans and other good stuff to it to kind of, I don't know, make it a little bit more of a whole meal, and but a decent quick like lunch I can cook on the weekends. And it has not done that to me yet. The beans help. It definitely makes things move because of the beans, but it's not Italian dish of instant diarrhea, that's for sure. I thought this would be the one character that rolls, or the one enemy that rolls broom combo would actually be useful against, but the hotheads actually have enough health for 4 broom swipes, not 2. Only Kraft, the powder version specifically. Huh. Interesting. I guess the powdered version would be a little bit different compared to the, you know, non-powdered version. That just seems natural, or, well, that seems like it could make sense, but I'm still like, huh, how'd that work? Even me, Mr. Chemist Man, has no idea. Alright, come on, we gotta bait the oil. There we go. Just let it burn here. Okay, 3 hits. Okay, it only burned as much oil as on screen. Alright, weird trap design, but okay. Or weird trap programming, I suppose. Oh, fuck. I got baited. I want to start having it became an adult, ate it all the time as a kid. I've also noticed that too, actually. My digestive system is significantly less resilient as it maybe used to be when I was a kid. Like, I have noticed now there are more things that in, like, in the American processed food sphere that actually give me, like, some kind of, irritation. That's hilarious. Thank you. I live to make for comedic moments. There are more things now that, like, give me, like, irritation in my bowels than before. Like, sometimes if I have, like, a lot of that artificial kind of cheese stuff, that will... Okay, I'm struggling with these oil traps. That will give me, like, this kind of feeling as if there's, like, something itchy inside of my intestines, but... Otherwise... But, yeah, so it doesn't, like, give me full diarrhea, but it is kind of, like... nearing on an issue. Ah, I thought I was clever there. And then, I don't know, enough other artificial processed snacks will kind of do the same thing as well. Also, like, I don't know, just being an adult now means that, like, soda will, like, absolutely, shoot up my glycemic index or whatever. I can feel the sugar in my veins and everything dilates. So... yeah, no longer being a teenager sucks sometimes. Means you actually have to care about the kind of shit you put in your body. I didn't subscribe for this. I only subscribed for the adult package so that way I could, hypothetically drive anywhere, drink, and, have a job, not be going through weird hormonal shifts. That's what I wanted to be an adult for, not for this, oh no, my body can't eat, like, processed chemicals anymore. Okay, yeah, roll definitely struggles in this stage a little bit. It's definitely designed for shooting, which, I mean, all the stages are, but this one seems especially. You literally keep a couple boxes of the craft exclusively for when you have constipation. Excellent. I mean, I keep a bunch of prunes around for the same reason, but, I mean, prunes are the more typical solution to that. Oh, got through that. Okay, I think the strategy that I'm supposed to be taking is kind of one of those where you get the tackle fire and the hothead in one swing. It's just a little bit more patient than I want to actually do in the game. Talking about the artificial cheese reminds you of how your grandma treats Velveeta as this bougie cheese. You hate it just because it's a block of cheese whiz. Yeah, actually, it is kind of weird like that. I thought Velveeta was kind of, like, nice and fancy and a little bit delicious back when I was a kid, like, because my mom made this one mac and cheese, and it was just, like, absolutely the best thing in the world as a kid. And she used it as a way to disguise blended vegetables, but, it was also very tasty. So I think it's kind of just, like, one of those things where the older generation would consider it kind of bougie, just because, like, it was a long shelf-stable cheese that, like, was not something in the early days. Also,
If you want a refill, you came to the right place, baby.
also, yeah, maybe the creepiest of all the comments that Roll gets.
1 week without oil.
Ow, that was harsh. Now I'm gonna have to teach you a lesson.
I don't like that. They're all supposed to be siblings. I don't like that. So that's maybe the thing I actually dislike the most about Oil Man, but that's we've had the conversation already about how Oil Man looks. Thankfully, we can beat his ass with a broom, so it kind of works out. Yeah, it is just a weird thing where it's like the things that now that are not really considered that nice, it's kind of like, well, they're not considered nice anymore because we have options that are like actually kind of bougie and like handmade and artisan, and like that's the kind of stuff we like nowadays. But if you grew up in an age where a lot of things were not just like readily available at all times at all seasons, then yeah, like processed Velveeta cheese probably was like, holy shit, this is like the holy grail right here. We can have cheese at any time of the year and it's like gonna be shelf stable and it's not gonna rot in like a month. Mein Gott, what is this?
I refuse to lose.
Yeah, Oil Man really managed to be the most problematic robot master without even trying, huh? I mean, you know, the whole pun is like he's supposed to be like, you know, oil, crude oil, he's crude. It makes sense. It just really is a bad look on his design. And also maybe a bit of a sex joke with Rolls a bit too far. Alright, who do we go to next? Vita also does it for you to a lesser degree. Perfect with the mini shells. Craft works better for you as a laxative. Doesn't give you stomach cramps. Alright, that's nice. Elect Van. Okay, cool. We'll get my favorite of the Robot Masters out of the way. Let's go pay a dear visit to my darlingest.
Electrifying.
Hamburglar. True. Can we fight the Hamburglar with Mega Man? I think that would be a pretty good fight overall, honestly. The Hamburger would try to, like, steal your, like, P-chips and stuff, and then Mega Man would, like, use gun, and the Hamburglar would be dead, but Mega Man would be, like, arrested for felony homicide, and, I mean, at that point, who really wins? I think Light's reputation would be so in the toilet at that point that, the Hamburglar might have actually gotten a victory. Anyhow, those are words that I said. Okay, Roll doesn't explicitly break shields, so that's good to know. It's just that she has a somewhat lingering hitbox, so she can actually hit Mets a little bit easier. And we have this very annoying low ceiling platforming. Now, speaking of eating, maybe not artificial foods, but kind of, you know, preserved kind of stuff. What's oh no, hold on. Y'all are still on the Hamburglar. So once I get done with the let me get done with the footholder section before I say anything else. I still need to focus up a little bit for this. I think I missed my window, but that's all right. There we go. Okay, Mega Man versus the Hamburglar. Someone gives this idea to the guys at Death Battle. True. I was gonna say epic rap battles of history first, but that wouldn't actually involve, you know, that wouldn't be a real battle. It'd be something completely different. If Mega Man had a burger weapon and the Hamburglar stole it, if Mega Man beat the Hamburglar, would he get his original burger weapon back, or would he gain the ability to steal burgers? I think that Mega Man would gain something akin to, like, Kirby's copy ability. Not Kirby's copying ability to suck enemies in and eat them, but, like, the copy ability that, like, the tack enemy gives you in Superstar. It'd be something kind of like that. It'd just be, like, instead of copying an ability formally, it would be more like stealing an ability. You could steal probably enemy abilities. How about that? The copy ability. Yeah, see, exactly. Ket gets it. Oops. Oh, shouldn't have done that. Oh yeah, the other thing I was gonna say. So speaking of, like, artificial-ish snacking, I don't think this is really artificial, but it's kind of in the same realm of, like, preserved-ish food. Not preserved. It's in the realm of food. It's in the realm of food, so that's how my brain got to this topic. What are your thoughts on... What are y'all's thoughts on, like, just eating... You know how, like, stores will sell, like, crispy onion strings that are meant to be, like, toppings for soup or salad? Or, like, I guess maybe burgers? What are y'all's thoughts on just eating those kind of straight up out of the bag? And, like, you know, kind of like you would just eat chips out of the bag? Because I think that's pretty good. I will maybe occasionally do that when I buy the things for, like, their intended purpose, and then... just kind of be like, well, actually, as long as they're here, I might as well, like, snack down on these bad boys, and just eat them directly with my fingies. You hate onions, so no comment. Oh god, what a sad Italian life you must lead, Grim. I mean, I hate lettuce and tomato, but, like, I could still pass as an... And fish, but I could still pass as an Italian in other ways. It sounds like something you'd do, Ket. Alright, good. I'm in good company here. Because I could definitely see some people thinking like, oh, that's ghoulish behavior. What are you doing, Crash? But I don't know. They're just like, they're good. They're salty. They're like, got like seasoning and stuff on them. Yeah. And like, they are, you know, good, shelf stable. They're a little less caloric than like potato chips. Not that that's something I'm super paying attention to when I'm snacking, but like, it's technically A+ that you could name. Also, Roll's notable for actually doing enough damage to reasonably kill the big eyes in this game. Oh, it is total gremlin behavior, and you are down for that. Gremlins stick together. True. You know, many gremlins together strong, as they say. Prefer to be a man of the world when it comes to cuisine? Oh, I mean, yeah, definitely. Like, Indian food's my favorite food, and I slowly learned to make some things, but like, you know. Onion is just so useful in, like, everything, dude. Oh, well. I used to not like onions as well, actually, but I don't know. That was when I was in my kid phase of just not liking vegetables, period. Onion, I think, was probably the first vegetable I came around to enjoying.
Those eyes, they're so mesmerizing. Even more than 1,000,000 volts of electricity.
Elecman does got the Riz.
You're still good old Elecman, right?
Now it's your turn to be mesmerized. Time to turn the voltage up to the highest setting.
Okay, cool. You're going to just electrocute the hell out of poor Roll. Thanks, Elecman. Alright, well, thankfully, I know how Elecman works now after having spent a whole career fighting him as Time Man. So this should not be that bad anymore. Oh. Okay. And now he's going to ground, and then air, and then ground again. And now back to reset pattern. Okay. Oh, hold on. I have to focus again. I'm kind of dazing off. Okay, so he just did tops, and now he's gonna... Oh, nope, he's gonna do top again. And I got stuck in an animation. Oh, no. Oh, Elecman, you're doing a really good job at throwing me off here. Oh, fuck. Okay, so he just did top. Now he's gonna do ground attack. Now he's gonna do air attack. Fuck, too early. Yeah, Elecman came close to not being super well, closer than the others to not being super creepy, but still kind of creepy. Spent an entire career fighting Elecman, still doesn't know how to fight him, apparently. Yeah, no, Elecman requires me to actually pay attention. It kind of sucks. Oh, that sucks. Roll's attack got eaten. Okay, down. Up. Down. Up. Okay, Thunderbolt. So he's gonna do down again. Down. And then... Okay, then he's gonna do up. If he ever does up, please, Elecman. Elecman, come on! Thank you. Okay, down, now up, and down, and up, down. Okay, there we go. I have to actually almost like yellow devil out Elecman. I have to say things out loud to keep track of like what he does. Ugh, anyways, he's down. He's dead. Elecman is too busy loving the smell of his own farts to care about Roll. True, and that's why we love him. Hello, Chris. Destroying the guts blocks. I don't know, I actually kind of like them there. It's a little bit more it's a bit easier to do the pattern, in my opinion, when I have the guts blocks there. Superbox and Clink the attack? No, I think Roll's attacks were still hitting. It was just that like sometimes she has the like her attack gets canceled when you land on the ground, so it kind of eats the landing eats your attack a little bit. So that it could be one advantage to getting rid of the guts block, so you're not doing a downwards attack. But I think it was a little easier to dodge for me at least. Anyways, who's next? Being really passive during the first attempt. I don't know. Maybe I was just trying to talk about onions or something. Like I said, anyways, yeah, I'll take next. And in the meantime, I'll refresh the model really quick. Oh, actually, it isn't desynced in the mouth. Well, I'll give it a refresh anyways. Okay. But anyways, Hostess food product or adjacent Little Debbie's type stuff. So the broom visibly clank. I mean, it clinks against other things, but it doesn't, like, stop. Anyways, Electman's dead, so it's all good. Kung Fu Cutsman, we got Bully Cutman. Alright, that's 2 for Cutman. Alright, we'll go for Cutman. Yeah, okay, so as far as, like, Hostess stuff products to go, like, I could probably tell you my least favorite right now. And mind you, I haven't had the ones that most people, like, kind of say is, like, their least favorite. But my least favorite is actually Twinkies. I don't really like Twinkies at all. They are not that flavored. They have I mean, they all have a bit of an artificial flavor, but Twinkies especially have this kind of weird artificial flavor to them that I don't like. And also, like, I don't think the cream filling tastes good either, and does not make up for, like, all the other sponge cake that I am eating to get to that cream filling. I'm not a big fan of Twinkies. Also, Ring Dings and Cosmic Brownie. Alright. Yeah, I like Cosmic Brownies too, actually. I don't think I've had Ring Dings myself. Snowballs are actually pretty good, despite the fact that I'm not a big fan of coconut. But, you know, they're actually alright. I think my absolute favorite of the Hostess line of products is actually Nutty Buddy. That's my favorite one. It's delicious, it's savory, it's a little bit sweet. And it's, like, a good size as well. I can actually take some time to just, like, chew on that for a little bit. And, really savor and enjoy it. Okay, so that's a little dead spot that Roll has in her attacking pattern. Cool. I'll just jump over him, then. Right down to a Tim Hortons and have a Long John, then have a Twinkie, to be honest. Oh, yeah, definitely, like... an actual donut is way better than a Twinkie, but, you know, obviously a Twinkie will survive the nuclear apocalypse, and, you can just store that forever in the back of your shelf. Cool! That's, like, the first or second death due to Megaman Powered Up's weird physics. Directly due to Megaman Powered Up's weird, kind of slidey Megaman 1-esque physics. Alright. Whatever. We're playing a Mega Man 1 game, I can accept it. Not that salty about it. A little bit salty. Maybe just a touch, but not that salty. We've been doing good so far. We haven't been dying very much. They got rid of Long Johns. Was that a Hostess product? I feel like I'm maybe a little bit out of the loop on that one. Someone else, Chad, is this true? Is Long John's a Hostess product that was sold? You watched the video linked in the Discord, just curious. Oh, the big Capcom one? No, I didn't watch that yet. I was thinking of... Maybe I'll put that in the watch later and watch it sometime. But not right now. That's a Tim Hortons item, Canada chain for coffee and donuts. Oh, okay. Alright, okay, cool. I thought that would still be there then. Because, yeah, like, that's... You know, more at Dunkin' and stuff like that. Here in... America, there's not so many Tim Hortons, but, you know, I see a few around every once in a while. There used to be this pretty cool donuts place at, my graduate university back in Ohio, but, well, I'm not living in Ohio anymore. Thank God. So... But, otherwise, you know, I actually get, like, mochi donuts now. There's a pretty cool mochi donut place near me, and I actually really enjoy mochi donuts a little bit more than, like, regular donuts or typical Western donuts, actually. They just keep for a little while longer, so I kind of tend to like that, because it's like, you know, you order half a dozen donuts, and you're not going to eat them all in a single afternoon, so, like, having them have better shelf life for a couple of days is pretty nice. I just like the texture of mochi a little bit better in comparison. It's not like, it's like a marginal, well, not a marginal difference, but it's kind of like, you know, it's the difference between an A tier snack and an S tier snack for me. Been interesting for any Capcom's less profitable IPs. If you don't have somebody batting in their corner, they remain dormant completely. Damn. Yeah, alright, well, time to get me hired by Capcom. I can become their official Mega Man ambassador, right? Right? Twinkies, Roaches, and Game Boy, the holy trinity of surviving the apocalypse. You forgot about the fourth member of surviving the apocalypse, the Nokia phone. That's what everyone's going to be communicating on, you know, once all the other phones explode. Provided we can get, you know, a cell tower back up. Hey, Cutman.
Ms. Roll, what are you doing here?
Oh, good, you're not hitting on your sister. That's good.
Stop misbehaving! If you don't, I shall punish you!
Oh, Ms. Roll is really scary. It's like you've gone crazy, but I'm gonna save you. Cutting it up.
Oh, poor Cutman. Thinking that he's on the good side. Okay, 2, 3, and he's gonna throw again. Okay, Cutman's a little awkward to hit. More just because Roll has a weird kind of blind spot in her swing, rather than anything else. Ow. Alright, not too bad though. Guy who's in charge of all the recent Mega Man projects did leave the company recently, so expect Mega Man's gonna sleep for a while yet again. Damn. Well, that's okay. Like I've said before, I'm not too disappointed if I don't get Mega Man 12 for another couple of years. I'll be fine with that. Or Mega Man X9. You know, it kind of sucks, but at the same time, you know, Mega Man has had a very, very long and pretty successful and enviable run as an IP, so it's, if it finally has to settle down, I think I'm okay with that. And we just maybe get, like, the occasional anniversary collection or merchandise, or, like, every 10 years someone gets hired at Capcom and was like, actually, I really like Mega Man, and that's how we get a game. It's like, yeah, okay, fine. I can live with it. Next stage, everybody. Where to? We're making fucking excellent time. I might actually be able to get all of Roll done in one stream. Provided that Dr. Wily doesn't absolutely body us, or the refight stage. Roll's broom looks like D-Glaive. You gotta hit it with the end for the actual damaging hitbox. I guess, yeah, it does work a little bit like that. I haven't quite noticed it. I feel like up close I've still been able to, like, actually get a good hit off. Just a matter that, like, there's, I don't know, there seems to be, like, a point in that arc where, like, it doesn't actually have a hitbox, but that, I don't know. It's messed up that even Roll, the quote-unquote worst character as said by Capcom, is better than Oil Man. Did Capcom officially say that Roll is, like, the hardest character in this game or something? The worst character in this game? So I don't, like, she's kind of designated as, like, maybe a little bit of a joke character, but, like, I don't know. Given the fact that, 1, they made Oil Man, and 2, Armorless Mega Man is the joke character of this game, I think, that's maybe, that's maybe even worse. I think, arguably, I mean, Armorless Mega Man might be a better character than Oil Man, just because, yes, he lacks range entirely, but at least does damage. Like, he does good damage. Like, he does at least as much damage as Roll does with her swing, so, like, that's something good. Rule of thumb is if Roll is playable on a platform, she's OP. If she's in a fighting game, she's either mid or terrible. Yep. Sounds about right. Anyways, got Iceman, Fireman, Time Man. Where are we headed to, y'all? I'll take a drink of water in the meantime. Time for Man. Unfortunately, Man is actually not in this game. That we got to go over to, you know, Sequel Wars for that. But yeah, Time Man will have to do. Let's go take revenge on him for actually making me play as him.
Time's
Although he really wasn't the worst. Alright, cool. Everybody voted differently on that, based on their chat delay. So, I guess we'll just wrap it up then by doing Iceman next and then Fireman. Because that's the order I received the messages in. Okay, that's actually a good opportunity. Okay, I guess, I don't know, that wasn't the greatest because shield attacker's a big hitbox. I was trying to see there if, like, there is actually only a hitbox at the very end of Roll's Broom. Oh, God, come on. Oh, this does not bode well for that one jump that I'm gonna have to do later. Kind of funny how Roll's Broom by default is strictly better than Flame Man's sword. Yeah, yikes. Alright, let's see. Oh no, I can hit it point blank. So no, it does have a hitbox close up. It's just that there's kind of this like... You see, okay, you see when I'm swinging this, there's kind of like that... I don't know. Hopefully the frame rate of the stream is high enough, but like you can kind of see there's this like little spot like where the third brick from the bottom is in the background there that like the broom is just not hitting. There is like a slight dead zone that Roll seems to have that you got to account for. And the broom maybe does increased damage? I don't know. I haven't noticed anything like that so far. Like everything seems to be dying in one hit no matter how close I am to it, so. You're gonna head to a local gas station, look for a sandwich. You can make instant noodles, but you're feeling lazier rather than lazy. Alright. Sounds good. If you make it back in time, we'll welcome you with open arms. Otherwise, enjoy that sandwich. Do you have those legally DLC costumes that I purchased? Of course I do. Of course I would have all the legal things that were available. I was actually talking before you got here, Chris. I think that Megaman's costumes... Oh, well, that sucked. Roll's costumes actually do have a slight difference in hitboxes between them. Like, I think that her Valentine's Day costume doesn't have quite as much of a range as the other costumes do. And notably lacks a little bit of a downward hitbox. Which, I didn't quite extensively test that, so I'm not entirely sure if that's true, but if it is, it's kind of messed up that there's actually that kind of difference between them. More in the sense that they just bothered to code that difference in. But I don't know, if they also thought Roll was deserving of like 18 different costumes, then fuck it, anything's possible. Okay, yeah, you can see, you noticed the dead zone that was there, right? I got hit with the dead zone. That was in the perfect distance to actually hit the beak with, but it just didn't register. That one was just a miss. Alright, okay, well, that sucked. Okay, well, whatever. Knock back in the... Oh, that's actually also interesting. I just noticed that too. So if you notice there, I got hit while marching forward, and I got knocked back forward. So this game also uses Mega Man 1's weird knockback mechanics. Well, quote-unquote weird knockback mechanics, where unlike in all the other Mega Man games where you always just get knocked in the opposite direction of what you're holding, you just get... This one, you actually get knocked back in the direction, or in the opposite direction of how you got hit. Which is unusual as all hell for a Mega Man game, but actually would make sense in most other games. Really, you didn't notice it? Eh. Oh, with the different hitbox size. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to do a little more testing, but... Costumes give a different weapon, so it's probably based on the weapon's model size. Yeah, I mean, if it was easy as programming, just say, okay, well, here's the model size, and if contact with model, then, you know, register damage, then I guess it makes sense. It wouldn't be, like, a deliberate coding thing, but... Still, it struck me as a little odd, surprising when I was first testing things out. Oh, this is not a good position to be in. Alright. Thought the costumes were purely cosmetic. I thought they were too. I don't know. I might be spreading misinformation. I haven't looked this up formally, but I just noticed like there was a slightly more difficult time hitting things that were below you with Roll. With the Valentine's costume. But I could be just completely wrong and talking out of my ass here, so... Okay. Time for the part of the stage where Crash has to actually focus up on his timing. Oh, sucks. Okay. Ba, ba, ba. Okay, got through that without getting hit for once. I don't think I've done that before. See, I'm getting better at Megaman Powered Up. It's not so much of a nightmare-ass game to play. For anybody who came in later, I even got through Gutsman stage on my very first life. I didn't die to the pits at all. I'm slowly getting used to this game. It's not actually as much ass as I was thinking it was. I'm definitely not coping a little bit before I have to play the absolutely abysmal stages that are the copy robot and final stages, and have to do this jump. And have to do this jump. You vowed to never play Powered Up again? Alright. Testing all of Roll's hint boxes certainly is a start for weird analysis content. Yeah, it could be. I could see the roll ice. I mean, like I kind of mentioned before, you could. If this game feels like you could do a full, like, fucking Mega Man powered up iceberg towards it, but it's not my style of video making. So, more rage from hell jumps? Hopefully not. Hopefully we don't end up expending 3 lives on this one. I mean, last time we did it as Time Man without dying so miserably. I have to remember that you can actually get really far off the platforms in this game before having to jump. You don't have to jump so early. Ow, fuck. Get the fun shopping mall type music going through Time Man stage. I don't know. Okay, jump now, and go here, and then wait, and then go, and then get hit. Alright. I'm doing worse on these pendulums than I have before. Ow. No, here, cheered the Mega Man games you played already, but it was tearing them based on I never want to play this crap again. Powered Up would be on the same level as game GBA and DOS. I don't feel like it's nearly that bad. Like, there are some things in this game that you do just question the designer's sanity, like in the copy robot refight stage, but like, if you just go to that stage with a handful of 1-ups and you're playing as Mega Man, like, it's fine. And even going to the stages like other characters, it's not, you know, if you know the Robot Masters, god damn it, it's not too terribly bad. I don't know, I'm just an idiot coming to this section right now, but like, I really don't think this game is that awful. There's some things that, like, really just make you question the designer's sanity, but there's a lot of other things that, like, I don't know. The gameplay is actually quite good for most of the characters. Stage design is tight. Soundtrack is good. I mean, for all the times that I'm, you know, getting sent into the pit here and it's frustrating to have to reset, this is, like, really good trap design. To actually test your sense of timing and rhythm in a stage called Time Man. It's just that my sense of timing and rhythm is awful. Or more accurately, it's great some weeks and miserable other weeks. Please, I just want to get done with Time Man stage. Oh, please me and my stupid, clunky Big Chungus hands. I love Capcom putting platforming hell section near the end. I mean, it's better than putting it towards the beginning, right? Like, it's good level design to make things difficult at the end. Stand here, and then go. Okay, now I can stop being an idiot. And die like an idiot. Anyways. Ugh.
Ready?
Like Oil Man training where hitting someone will be even harder. Yeah. Stage tests your patience in many ways. Nothing to equality, you just genuinely hate playing this game. You'd probably put 0-1 up in the same camp, and that game's alright, but way too demanding for your tastes. Alright, I guess so. I feel like there are more demanding Mega Man games that are, more irritating to play. I don't know. Then again, I did just have a crash out last week over this game, so IDK. Do I really? Okay, sure. I'll take that. Instant karma. You want to provide examples? Examples of what? Of games that I find way more frustrating? I would have to think about that for a little bit. Hold on. God damn it. I don't feel like this should be this difficult. I feel like I'm just having a fucking issue. I mean, X7 is absolutely on the list of games that we can all agree here we do not want to play again. Games that are apparently more demanding than 0-1. I mean, look, I'm still gonna be a baby and complain that Mega Man and Bass feels more demanding than 0-1. For me, personally at least, X6 feels more demanding in some ways. Like, I think X6 is overall the easier game to play, especially if you're aiming to, like, break it in half. But I feel like sometimes that game actually demands me to, like, play in very specific or good ways. You hear that? I am pressing the up button. I am having a fucking skill issue. I had this last time as Mega Man as well. I don't know what it is. Like, we were kind of talking last time about, oh, maybe it's a thing where you have to press the up button explicitly to get on the ladder rather than holding it. And, like, that's what I was doing, but maybe that's bad to go off of because it's also making me worse. Let me test it here. Okay, no, so I can hold up and it will register me getting on the ladder. Yeah, so, like, I don't need to explicitly press up. I guess I'm just... Maybe now I'm mistiming it by trying to press it up. Between X6 and Bass and 0-1, you think and Bass the easiest of the three? I don't know, I gotta disagree there. I mean, again, I'm least practiced in and Bass, but I really don't find 0-1 to be that hard. It was probably really challenging on my first playthrough, but on my second playthrough, I was like, oh, actually, this is not so bad. I was expecting to spend, like, 30 minutes in Gutsman stage doing the jump again. I was not expecting to do it here. I thought I had gotten over this skill issue last time with Time Man. This doesn't feel demanding. This just... this feels like there's some jank that's going on. I don't get it. Again, I'm holding it! I'm holding it! You gotta fucking believe me! I'm using a joystick. I'm not using a D-pad. I refuse to use a D-pad. I hate using D-pad. Which, okay, sure, maybe could also be an issue, but, like, I can hold pretty steep angles on the joystick, and I'm getting the ladder that's over here. Like, I'm holding basically I'm holding less than 45 degrees and grabbing this ladder. I don't know why I'm not grabbing the ladder that's over the spikes. Like, I really don't think it's the D-pad that is going to save me here, because I'm really terrible at using D-pad for Mega Man games. And in fact, most games, I'm terrible at it. I don't know. This ladder is hard to grab for some reason. There we go. Oh my god. Okay, finally. Oh god, a joystick player. You know, that's also the fun thing, too, is that I'm not also using an official Xbox 360 controller. I'm using I'm using one that is licensed, but it's not that. I don't know. I'm just having a skill issue, okay? I did the jump good that time and did not do it good previously. But it should also say something that I'm actually, like, pretty thoroughly, like, pro Mega Man Zero games, even though I'm a joystick player, where there is actively a debuff for using joystick in Mega Man Zero games, because if you use the D-pad, you could pull off some crazy reversals and get some stack damage like nuts. But I don't really do that. I mean, I try to sometimes, but, you know, that's like...
If you didn't, then you're just a kid.
Flipping.
Wasting time as she wills.
Okay, at least Time Man insults us instead of hitting on us. I just flip the joystick back really fucking quickly in an attempt to perform a reversal when playing Mega Man Zero. Or I just don't really try to do so at all. Alright, I need to be careful on my Time Man fight, because I really don't want to have to do all that again. Ow. Be careful, he says. Gets hit immediately. Okay, I could actually just win the battle of attrition here if I just fucking beat up on Time Man, so let's stop being scared of him. And just do this the ugly way. There we go.
I refuse to lose.
So when we get the eventual Mega Man Zero streams, you're gonna absolutely dominate them and totally not have your foot in your mouth? Yes, because when I do the Mega Man Zero streams, I'm going to play hard mode, go for 100 points, and yeah, I could tell you this, the Mega Man Zero playthroughs are not going to be for a while, because I want to have a little bit more time to practice, and B, I don't want them to be main, like, Mega Man Day Monday content, because if I'm doing the insane stipulations of hard mode 100 points, that's going to be, like, the special, like, if I suddenly have, like, my Saturdays open up and I can spend 4 hours grinding in the streams, that's what it's gonna be like. Okay, Masso Crash. Yeah, a little bit, because I've done it. Basically, I've done it for 04. Well, okay, not entirely. I've gotten to, like, 98 points, minimum for 04 on everything, and across a couple different playthroughs. Like, okay, cheating a little bit to say that I've done it, but, like, I have the potential to do it. I could stitch my best of runs together and actually get it done. I've done 04, up to, like, 98 points in every stage, and I mean every stage, including the last stage, against Weil, which, let me tell you, that was a pain in the ass to do, but it was very, very satisfying to pull off. Like, it was a huge dopamine rush actually getting 98 points off on the final stage in 04. And the reason I lost points was not because of taking damage, it was because of I was like a couple seconds too slow. I hesitated in like some spots. So if I could just pick up by like a couple more seconds, then I could absolutely do that. 01's gonna be terrible for, like, you know, fighting fucking Copy X, but, like, you know, we'll get through it. Drop me to say I can't watch the whole thing. Alright, hey Proto, nice to see ya. Can you get max rank in X5? An X... what? Oh yeah, X5 does rank you. What's max rank in X5? What are the... I don't even know what the fucking components of getting a good rank in X5 are. Like, that game is so not worth my time that I don't... Okay, I've defended X5 a little bit. It's worth kind of just casually playing. It is not worth, like, figuring out how the hell that game works. What are the... How does the rank system work in X5? I genuinely don't know. Oh, but anyways, yeah, so as I was saying, like, the Mega Man Zero streams will eventually be like, Crash has a full Saturday to just waste, and will spend 4 hours just doing attempts, and that's when I would just lock in and not really interact with chat very much, because, you know, obviously it would kind of suck to, at least in my opinion, or put it this way, it would be a very different style of stream, whereas I am here just kind of casually chatting, playing Mega Man. It would not be... It would be very, very, very impossible to do chatting and grinding for 100 points in 0-1 and any of the Zero games. So it would turn into more of like a speedrunners type stream where it's like mostly they're quiet, maybe saying a couple things as they have to react to stuff, and maybe explaining a strat or two, but like otherwise not just, you know, yapping about whatever, because they need to actually focus and lock in. So it would not be main Mega Man Monday content for that reason. I would probably be running something else. Maybe that's when I will get to the Battle Network games. I can have my yappy Battle Network games on Monday, and then I can have my grindy action Mega Man games on like a weekend or something. Okay, so how does this prop top space out again? This one's always a little bit weird. Or not prop top, foot holder. They're both green, and they both have these weird, like, you know, segments on them. I keep getting the names confused. Okay, that probably would have been a good time to jump. Not now, it's not a good time. It's very desynced. Okay. Okay, but I think on the next go... Yeah, okay, next go should be good here. Ooh, God, okay. Still not a very comfortable jump. It's stereotype that every Mega Man fan is also a masochist. A little bit. You have to be a little bit ready to inflict pain upon yourself to really get into Mega Man. Because otherwise you're never gonna get good at the games. You're just kind of gonna, you know... You're going to kind of Metal Blade and Magnet Beam your way through a couple games and then abuse every other thing and not, like, really enjoy the rest of the playthrough very much. If you want to, like, really enjoy most of Mega Man, you kind of have to, you know, be willing to put yourself through suffering and challenge yourself to random things. Okay, let's see what Iceman has to say. Oh, it's the same ass dialogue. Max rank in X5 is Mastered Expert Hunter, or ME for short. To obtain it, you have to complete stages under a minute with 40 or fewer enemies killed, don't take damage, don't interact with Sigma viruses. There's a... They want you to not kill enemies? That feels very not Mega Man X coded. But, alright, sure. Oh, okay, Roll faces challenges fighting Iceman. Iceman is normally a fight where you keep your distance. This is, not good for her. Especially when there's also ice physics to contend with. Yeah, little do I know I trap myself between two grinding Mega Man games if I go for endgame Battle Network. Yeah, I think if I do Battle Network, those are going to be games I'm not going to bother 100%ing, because that's just... Why on earth would I ever do that to myself? But they would be at least like, okay, play the post-game kind of thing. And yeah, just play the post-game. Don't worry too much about getting absolutely everything there is to get. Oh my god. This is genuinely kind of tough to play as Roll. Okay, yes. Give me a platform to stand on. Okay, that was... not a very good display. I'm gonna have to do this again, aren't I? Ah, come on.
Ice! Stop it freeze!
The whole idea is X and Zero can't waste time fighting enemies because, you know, Colony's gonna crash, can't waste time. I mean, okay, I guess that's some sort of internal logic to it. It's not a good internal logic, but it is some. I don't know, maybe I could do that? I don't feel like I could, honestly. I don't feel like, X5 is not a game worth getting that good at, and then... Yeah, taking no damage either, and, like, going that fast, and... I don't know. I don't feel like X5 has, the tools necessary to do that, reasonably speaking. Zero, on the other hand, I feel completely has the tools to do all that in a reasonable fashion. It's just one that's gonna really take time to map out the level, gain expertise of control, that kind of thing. Like, I mean, one big thing is that, especially for, like, Mega Man Zero, is most of the time you can, like, just kill the enemies in, like, 1 or 2 good hits if you, like, have a plan to actually approach them. And most of the bosses have, like, a pretty good pattern that you can easily, you know, take them out with. Like, or you can lock them in with, like, the couple of elemental attacks you do get in, like, a hard mode. You know, no one says you can't use weaknesses. In fact, you're encouraged to, so that way you have to get through quickly, right? So I think it's a little bit more reasonable to ask that of a Mega Man Zero game rather than Mega Man X. You know, y'all know my weird opinions about Mega Man X feeling like there's just a lot of unavoidable damage or very specific thing you have to do to avoid damage kind of feelings. Despite warming up to Mega Man X because of all the games I played on this channel, I'm still a little bit of a Mega Man X hater overall. Just in time to see the game over. Excellent. Don't worry, we haven't been here for that long. It's just the first game over. We're realizing that Iceman is actually quite difficult to fight as Roll, given that usually Iceman is a fight where you keep your distance, and Roll is not able to do that, and she has to navigate ice physics more than anyone else. So, this is an interesting challenge. Okay, I think the first pass is actually the best to take a jump. Oh, no, it's not. Glad I didn't commit to that. Damn. Okay, that was probably the best time. Now we have to wait for a good while longer. My full map playthrough on YouTube is by Magnus Zero, of course it is. Even he says it's suboptimal because the way X5 is designed expects you to get meta rank is asinine. Who would have thought? Mega Man X5 has an asinine requirement of the player? That sounds exactly like the game that I know and accept. You'll be the Mega Man X hater, the Mega Man Z hater. It balances out. Now we need the Mega Man ZX hater. Well, we actually don't because Mega Man ZX is dope as hell, but... You bought a Donaire. Oh, sweet. Nice. A good savory snack to have here.
Warning.
Any achievement for all the max rankings? Oh, no, I don't think there is. For any of those games. I just do it because I hate myself. Oh god. Yeah, you see, this is not... Roll is really not fucking equipped for Iceman. If I recall correctly, the copy robot fight is actually a little bit easier because because the ice physics are gone in that fight. Aw, oh, god damn it. Expects you to do each of its stages in under a minute. Guess what game has Duff McWhale in it? Oh yeah! How do you do that stage in under a minute? That doesn't make any sense. Is that the one stage that doesn't have their requirement, or do you have to do like weird zipping to like make that work? Oh, this is not good. Oh, this fight's actually going much better this time. Hit! Oh, well, now that I'm trapped in over here. Time to throw. Okay, there we go. I throw out masters have a winning animation if you lose a life. It is kind of nice. I mean, you know, they obviously had to program one for just the fact that you can play them, but it's still kind of a nice touch. I mean, it is obviously a taunt, and that can get a little irritating, but you know, it works. It's literally impossible to get the rank in whale stage. You have to play whale as early as possible to get the bad rank, so the later stages will raise your rank up. That's fucking awesome. Clearly, they never intended for anybody to actually get the max rank in X5. They just added it in as an afterthought, which is also why I would never bother to do that for X5. But Zero is actually pretty clearly designed around it. I mean, sometimes it's crazy. Like, yes, the final stages in all the Zero games are absolutely insane to do without, you know, taking too much damage. But, you know, technically you can take one hit and not lose your 100 points. You can even, and I mean, you could even take a couple if they're especially weak hits. But, you know, you still get good tools for, you know, doing Mega Man Zero's stuff. And all of the stages actually have, like, you know, their own power times, and Zero's tools, even in hard mode, are still just adequate to get the job done. Like, I don't know. This isn't to say I'm arguing that, oh, you know, Zero's just so much more fair and blah, blah, blah. You're just being a bitch about it. This is just me, you know, glazing up the rank system that normally I would kind of hate in a series that I really enjoy. To many, I would accept the argument that to many the difficulty in Mega Man Zero's 100 points, or even the S rank, is maybe kind of crazy, which is, you know, at the very least why the designers did still allow, you know, you get your EX ranks at an A rank rather than an X rank, which still feels a little bit in violation of the Mega Man spirit, but hey, it's a different game series, right? So I'll accept it. I really feel like they probably should have just done away with the whole elemental nonsense, but especially if they were going to have bosses that didn't have elemental weaknesses. But, you know, it still works out well enough. I fucked that up, just trying to get the health. Like the blind reactions to X5 through 7, where the person hates the new game a lot only to realize retroactively the previous game was better, and they miss it via Stockholm Syndrome. Yeah, no, there's no better way to ruin your mental state. Goddamn. Okay, we've had 2 deaths to the Mega Man powered-up controls, ice controls. Yeah, there is nothing better than see somebody's mental state about the X series, like, just very, very quickly nosedive after getting to X5, and just, like, it just keeps getting worse for most people. I mean, for me, hell, my experience with the Mega Man X games, that was stupid on my part. For my experience with the Mega Man X games is it actually just starts nosediving in quality immediately for me. But that's because I don't have practice in X2 or X3 to actually make those games feel good. I have a little bit of practice in X1, so I think that's probably the second best game for me. But starting in X2, like, I kind of immediately feel less and less good about every subsequent game that I play. Yeah. Except for X8, which is like, oh shit, this is my favorite game in the X series. Hooray! I love gimmicks. They remind me of the classic series. Yeah, it doesn't prove Zero's ranking system is better. It just means that X5's is extremely dog shit, which, yeah, sounds about right. You love games with elemental systems, Kets? Yeah, I mean, I would normally agree, like, it adds some depth to it, but, or let me put it this way, the elemental system in Zero games could have had cool depth to it, but as it stands, it just manages to function as, like, you now have certain weaknesses against, you now have the option to have weaknesses for certain enemies, and 6 of the 8 robots you have to fight as bosses in the game, and then maybe some of the fortress bosses as well. Like, it just doesn't, it's a very half-baked elemental system. If the elements actually felt like they did different things, then I would be like, oh yeah, totally, elemental system is cool. Or if it, like, you know, at the very least completed a full weakness loop, it would be acceptable at that point, but it just feels like they didn't try very hard with the elemental system in the Zero games. It kind of felt like they just put it in because the other games had a boss weakness system, you know, and they're like, well, Zero's gotta have it then. Like, if all the other Mega Man games had a weakness system, then so does the Mega Man Zero games. Alright, now we gotta wait for the timing on this to work out. Which I'm not sure it's going to work out. I can maybe get it to trigger a little bit earlier if I kill it. But I think for the most part, I'm kind of locked in here. Okay. Whew. You played X1, a bit of 2, and X4. You refused to buy the X Legacy Collection too. I mean, look, I'm a Mega Man X8 defender. I think it's worth buying it for X8. Well, maybe just emulate it, or I mean, totally buy it legally. But I don't know. I'm the weirdo who thinks X8 is actually fucking goated, unlike almost everyone else. Okay, this is another roll is very poorly situated for this. Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. Okay, so it seems that roll is actually really good for some stages and really bad off for other stages. This is a rough situation to be in as roll. I guess I can rush back there after baiting out the bullets. Okay, and then maybe... Okay. Takes a bit of finesse, but you can do it. Oh, another one of these. Okay, these just keep coming out on a regular basis, so I just have to time it forehead. Or do that. That works too. Okay. Okay, and that's how I can get through here. I wasn't actually confident that I'd be able to make it down there without getting back up. Oh, fine. Whatever. I'll take the hit. Alright. Let me catch up for a second. Yeah, and then they give up, make it an X8, or they love it. I played X2 actually once via the emulating it, and, I mean, it was better than playing it on the shitty input lag legacy collection, but I still wasn't a huge fan of it because X2 is when they start introducing a billion enemies with like gigantic iframes and invincible hitboxes and do not give you the weapons to actually solve that problem. So I have some issues with X2, but obviously it's a very fun game for those who are, you know, really well adapted to it once you get practice in it. So maybe I'll have a turnaround. Because I used to think 0-2 and 0-3 were dog shit until I started replaying them again. I'm like, actually, wait, no, these are good. So, Magmammal 0, EZ takes the elemental weapon ship concept and expands to be much more interesting. Oh, hell yeah. Good. I'll be excited to actually cover EZ then, when I eventually get done with Powered Up here. I think that'll be what I do after Powered Up. One thing about the Zero series, or at least one of the Magmammal games, one thing about the Zero series you notice is that Z4 gives you EX skills for playing the hard version of stages, which you like more than needing to get like super high ranks. Yeah, it's definitely more forgiving for people who don't want to get high ranks. So like, I liked that more on my first playthrough. But I will say getting the EX stuff like in the other games, once you practice, kind of like in Z4 and Z1 where the rank don't matter, then it kind of comes around. It's like, okay, this isn't too bad to get an A rank. Plus then you're getting better at the game, kind of thing. Yeah, I know, Super Nerd, we're not alone. Thankfully, we're both X8 lovers here. Yeah, I made you consider X8 a better experience than you did before, Grim, and I will take that, even if I can never convince you to be a zero lover. I can convince you to appreciate X8, and I will be proud of that fact, of that achievement. But X6 is 5th through. You think X filter the weak make them get A rank? I think X1 through X4 are fun to route and great games regardless, so you enjoy X6 as a guilty pleasure game. It helps that X6's jank design makes routing for it really flexible. Yeah, I will kind of side with Grim. Grim also kind of got me to enjoy X6 in a weird way, where it's like, if I want to play a good game, it's not X6. But if I want to play a fun, janky, break the fuck out of the game experience, yeah, X6 is great. You could just like blow up the game and it's fine. Interesting. Fireman's eyes go red for roll. Specifically roll, I'm pretty sure. Oh, I did not consider how this fight's gonna be a little odd. I don't know how this is gonna work for roll. Okay, I guess this is how the fight's gonna work for roll. Okay, and then when he turns around, he'll fire even if he's close to you. But otherwise, that's your best time to counterattack, then you gotta run away, and then reset. Okay, I kind of have an idea here. Fireman has jaundice. The flames of jaundice. Oh, X6 does have a great soundtrack, I'll give you that. X6 also does have great potential, but just kind of went for, like, what the fuck is going on in this game? Which does kind of drag it down, but, yeah, it's still fun. It's still fun if you just want to absolutely have a broken Jankfest experience. Okay, that doesn't quite work. He has a bit longer of a delay if he does two... If he shoots 2 fire waves, it's a bit better of an opportunity to attack him. And it might be best to try to hit him with an aerial attack. Ow. Okay, this is gonna be tough when we get to the copy robot stage. Fireman and Iceman are not easy for roll to take on. All the other bosses have not really been that bad. Fireman and Iceman are tough, and then Electman is... Well, I'm just bad at Electman, so... Yes, Dr. Light's robots are nothing but junk. Blah, 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 Wily. Don't air a 6-pack of donuts. Oh, God, no. You're just inviting Blaze Heatnix into your home at that point.
Foul man. Feeling sorry for yourself, Dr. Light? You're full of
Yeah, X6 did bother to make Alia interesting, which I'll give it that, too.
Castle Wily. I've already sent you an invitation. Don't disappoint.
Both of those robots are designed for long-range weapons. Yeah, they definitely are, and, like... Fireman, you can sort of... Fireman, I can tell, is the boss where it's like, if you know how to weave in between, there's definitely a strat to take there. Like, it's definitely a difference in what makes them difficult. Iceman is difficult because as a melee character, you have to start dealing with ice physics and getting up close to hit him, which is tough. Fireman is more difficult because, like, Fireman just puts out a lot of attacks, and you need to find, like, the right time to, like, get in there. And like if you can pull off kind of a move like this where it's like you turn around and attack in the middle of your forward facing jump, then you can probably get, it's a good opportunity to hit Fireman. So it's kind of like Fireman is probably more like get a good pattern going, understand, have a really good strategy, and you can take him on his roll without issue. Iceman is much more of an execution kind of issue. Can you just get used to the ice physics and do it properly? Good luck with Yellow Devil. It'll be a very boring fight, because I do remember most of the pattern. I believe it was like, jump on every even number except for 10 and 14 or 12. I think 10 and... No, you want to jump on 12. Yeah, but it's 10 and 14 is every the ones you don't want to jump on. So, Yellow Devil will just be really long and boring, but thankfully I can actually do, you know, maybe Roll has better damage than Time Man, I don't know. I'm gonna guess probably not, but, you know, we can stay optimistic about it. Three, 4, 5. Okay, screwed that up. Oh well. Why did Dr. Light think it was a good idea to send his cleaning robot to a fortress with just a broom? I don't know. For some reason, he only had parts that fit some other guy named Rock, but that guy doesn't seem to exist in this timeline, so IDK. Dr. Light just had really weird planning.
Warning.
Just noticed the stream is called 3000 A presses. We should have gotten an input tracker. If only I knew how to set that up. I was just coming up with a joke based off of Super Mario 64. CWOMP is pretty bad, yeah, but in normal mode, it's much more manageable. But what does Roll have to say to the Boomo stream?
What? You think that because I'm a girl you can defeat me? How rude.
Of course it comes back to misogyny. That's the only joke they could think of. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, hey, I do actually remember everything. Okay, and alright, Roll needs to have good timing to not get hit by the orb as well. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Hope you're ready for counting to 15 with Crash. This will be the next several minutes. Hello, Obsidian Aura. Unfortunately, you have you've come to the stream at a time where I have to count to make sure to know what Orb of the Yellow Devil I'm on. So there's not going to be riveting commentary for the most part here. 12, 13, 14, 15. But we're making decent progress along with Megaman powered up, so hopefully we won't be here for too much longer. Yellow Devil can throw hands. True, I didn't know it had a melee attack. I guess when you're playing the melee character, you'll figure that out. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Right. Should have taken from the arcade games, too. Oh, nice. Ooh, shit, okay. You could... Alright. I might get open palm slapped a couple times here. Trying to stay in a good position for Yellow Devil. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. How's my day been? It's actually been pretty good, you know. A nice Labor Day that I actually was able to spend just kind of goofing off a little bit. And normally I'm busy with 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Usually I'm busy stuck like doing, you know, household chores and cooking and trying to prepare a, you know, like do some video editing and other stream work stuff, but after many weeks of doing that kind of thing, I decided to give myself a bit of a break. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So, you know, today I was able to just kind of laze around a little bit, do a couple of casual things around the house, ask my artist for a commission that might get done later on. Yeah, no, it's pretty good. How's your day been? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, I fell asleep there for some reason. I remembered a little bit late, like, oh wait, 12, jump, yes. Okay. I'm on low health, I should maybe really pay attention. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, okay. I don't know why I started counting there. Okay. Crash is really starting to fall asleep at the wheel. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. And then one more hit. Don't die here. There we go. Okay. This is a distraction. Ah, you got me there, Super Nerd. Like you cut G? That'd be a pretty good edit to do. Nice to hear I'm having a good day. A few hours ago, you're helping out with the Gloom research for the Gloom expedition tomorrow. Is that like a Pokemon thing, or is that something completely different? I'm curious. What is that? What's that mean? Fell asleep because it's a boring fight where you know the pet. Gee, Roll, I wonder where you're going next. It's almost like you have one of one choices to make. You fell asleep because it's a boring fight. Yeah, it does kind of be that way. Over Yellow Deviling, you're going to be taking a break from work this month to go to your hometown. Oh, sweet, me too. What's up? I'm going to be taking a break to, actually, yeah, in 2 weeks from now. I guess it's important to keep making this announcement so everyone hears it. Because I made it last week, but a lot of people seemed to be unavailable last week. I am going to be taking a break from streaming in 2 weeks, so next week will be your last stream of Crash Icarus for a little bit. I'm going to be going back to Chicago for a little bit, and then taking a bit of a staycation with the rest of my time. So on the 15th and 16th, we will not be having a... Oh, it just struck me. I probably need to resync PNG Tuber Maker. We will not be having streams on the 15th and 16th. And then maybe, depending on what my goals are for the rest of my staycation, maybe also not on the, 22nd and 23rd. That might be reserved for me just doing more, like, work on my Vroid model and / Blender and wanting to finish all that eventually, sometime this century. So maybe I'll take a little bit more time off streaming from that, but 1 to 2 week break coming up soon. So next week will be your last hit of Crash Icarus goodness for a little while. Also, Roll fucking dominates this section. Oh my god. Ah, damn it. But no, that's cool. Glad you're gonna be going over to back to your hometown and visiting people. I'm gonna be doing the same. I'm gonna be like having fun. Guessing game, guess the game I'm talking about. I could say so many different things, but I have no idea. Grim, Subnautica, maybe Ket being Aurora. I don't know Gloom and many other things, so replay the other stage for shits and giggles. I guess so, but like, goddamn, what use would Roll have in going back all the way there? Okay. All right. Yes, this is the bullet section, which don't think Roll is going to be very well suited to, so she's going to have to just dodge. Beep. Okay. Made it. And they try to trick you with that one. And then they have the last little bait bullet here. Sweet.
Warning!
Intruders bad. Eliminate intruders. Intruders bad. Eliminate intruders.
Oops, I accidentally skipped it. For some reason, I thought I could pause. I just forgot. The one thing I did want to mention within the whole Crash is taking a break in a couple weeks from streaming is that because my birthday week is actually that 15th through whatever the fuck, I was considering doing a Jackbox night in the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, join the Discord. Considering doing a Jackbox night in the Discord later that week, because I would be around for like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, that kind of thing. So, you know, maybe we'll see something. Just look out for the announcements in the announcement channel, and maybe we'll just play some Jackbox games one night, have a good time with it. I might record for like the funniest moments. I don't think I'm going to bother making a full 15-minute video like I did last time, but. Oh, okay, yeah, no, CWOMP is gonna be rough as a roll. Okay. Especially considering his bubble doesn't really seem to take that much more damage. And I can't really, Oh, yeah, this sucks, actually. Roll does not have the rapid fire rate to actually get rid of CWOMP's shield very efficiently. And she can very easily get trapped when he's doing the laser attack. This is going to require some interesting strategy. She also can't stall for, like, guts blocks either, because, like, she goes and eliminates the shield, too. Or the last bit of shield. Okay, this might be a next stream kind of dealy at this point. I mean, alright, Obsidian, at this point, you are kind of just teasing it. You might as well just say it. People could answer a million things. I've been breaking from streaming for a couple weeks. Maybe you could do some VC streaming around the same time. That's something people would be interested in. Oh, hell yeah. People can get their Megaman or other fixes from Grim while Crash is down. Alright, I'm gonna try to maybe get some guts blocks here, so I'll wait a little while. I don't know why I forgot I don't have actual Mega Man water physics here. Oh, Roll was able to hit through his shield there? That was not expected. Roll also has to do much more, I have to kind of do that more risky stand next to where the block is going to fall if I want to be able to actually dodge this thing more often. She could get crushed pretty fucking easy. Don't want that to happen. Okay. Yeah, she has to do that dangerous maneuver if she doesn't want to get zapped. Corner. Okay. Okay, and then... Okay, yeah, on hard mode, this would be just damn near impossible for Roll. I don't think that this would make any sense. And the fight barely is making sense right now, but... I at least have some recourse. Oh, dead zoned again. And I will remind everybody that if I screw up my positioning just a little bit and get hit by the guts blocks, that is instant crush death. So, I'm really playing with fire here, and I think I'm going to lose. Oh, yep. Did something I could not dodge. Bubble Boss ain't my good at game sauce. Hey, hold on. The new tagline for Mega Man Powered Up. It's always fucking something. Yeah. No, yeah, you know what? You're right. As much as I'm defending this game, Grim, I will give you that. This game it's always fucking something. Everything's going smooth until that one thing that is not going very smooth happens, and then this game is a pain in the ass all of a sudden. Like, there's always something that one character is just really, really poorly equipped for. I mean, Mega Man obviously is the most balanced because the game was made for him, but outside of that, every character has like an, oh god, I didn't think about this. This is gonna be hell to deal with. Okay, what attack are you doing? Alright. I'll take some guts blocks, thank you. Where are you coming from? Dodge from there. Okay, that brought him down to size pretty good. Okay, yep. CW, the boss is getting to the point where speed is kind of a problem. Okay, I have a little bit of a chance here to dodge stuff. Oh, okay, I can't do that strategy anymore. Oh, damn it. That was close. See a mod for Mega Man Powered Up. It's like a Kaizo mod. The guy gives this guy like 4 lasers. All right, you're. Ket seems to be really good at coming up with absolutely just miserable gameplay experiences. Yeah, I would not want to do that in any capacity. Hard mode was already really, really stupidly difficult for this boss. I think, I don't know. Maybe this will be the last boss of the stream and I will have to do a second part for roll, but Eddie cake. Alright, well, I'm just gonna take damage here anyways, so. Ow. There we go, alright. A decent amount of health going into the fastest form. I feel like I might as well just try to damage race it. I don't know. Ah! There we go. Okay. Yikes. Roll can manage with everything up until the last 2 phases. That's pretty bad. Okay. Oops, accidentally hit the Windows key. Do you really want to keep streaming Powered Up for more weeks after my break just so I get to keep enjoying CWOMP? Absolutely, I do. I understand now. This game, you described it perfectly earlier. This game is the embodiment of the phrase, there's always fucking something out there. And it's like, I could take having to deal with something for one character, and, you know, just having to deal with that. Well, if the rest of the game's pretty good. And it has seemed to be pretty good. Now, here's where we hit the hard roadblock, where I am pretty sure we're going to be ending on a loss today, because, like, you know, not getting weapon or energy refills in between the boss fights is going to make this certainly an experience. But we can at least maybe have a couple interesting observations as we go through Copy Robot stage. But this does seem to really be the great filter that prevents me from getting powered up done, or a given character's campaign and powered up done all in one go. Especially because, you know, I'm limited to only 2 to 3 hours of stream because I have to, you know, wake up for work in the morning and all that, so. Enjoying yourself? Good. Anyways, here's the developer design middle finger stage. Yeah. You know, most Mega Man games have a little bit of a fuck you moment, so I'm okay with it. Yeah, I'm definitely starting with Fire and Iceman. I think Fireman, just because for now, just because I need to learn his strategy a little bit better, but then we'll probably move on to Iceman instead. I will also say that maybe I might use a certain kind of a save stating tool when I play as Oil Man. Maybe not aggressively, but maybe just like so I don't have to fucking replay a billion checkpoints over and over again. But we'll see if the game really breaks me. Hearing Mega Man games and how many fuck you moments they have in them. It's a little unfair to do that for this game, given the fact that, like, you know, it'll have many more fuck you moments because of how many different characters you're playing and how the game is not designed for every single character. So you kind of have to do it more on a density of fuck yous per playthrough. Okay, I mean, I was kind of getting a rhythm there for Fireman. Not quite, as I took half of my health bar, but, you know. Okay, Obsidian, I'm going to say this. Everybody has, in fact, kind of given up on it because this does not feel like normal conversation. I'm going to tell you you're kind of failing the vibe check right now. Just being real. You probably just want to talk to people about stuff. Talking about Helldivers. Okay, Helldivers, cool. I like Helldivers. I haven't played Helldivers in a long time, but, like, Helldivers is a fun game. I've been so out of the loop for many, quote-unquote, seasons of it that I don't really know what's going on in the game, necessarily, but it's definitely a good time to have with friends. I should probably get back into it. Like, it was definitely fun. I just kind of, you know, moved on to many other things. Ah, damn. But that's cool, though. I wish you well with your project, then. Wasn't there during the Battle of Super Earth? No, I checked out for that. I can't remember when I checked out, but it was definitely a good bit before the, what was it, not the Luminite, that's a Terraria item. The new, quote-unquote, new guys. Before the third faction. There you go. Those are the words. That'll do. Oh, that's interesting. Iceman won't turn around. I could maybe use that to my advantage. Oh. Ouch. Alright, I'm getting a little bit too aggressive on Iceman. Kinda hurting me here. Ow. Damn it. Oh well, whatever. I don't think that is anything, Grim. You left right when the squids had shut up. I'm missing months. Yeah, definitely many months. Tomorrow's when we go back to the Gloom and fight roach dragons, a new bug strain, potentially hive. Damn, there's there's so much content I've missed. It's kind of like that one meme of like talking about different office programs that everybody has to use and things don't make no sense, where it's like, you know, oh, have you pinged me on Splorp? You need to actually you also need to send me a message on Tradusk. Can you please jizz me tomorrow on Smackdog? Don't forget to jizz me on Smackdog tomorrow. Like, that's the level of sentence you just put my way. and I appreciate that. Who can I do in no hits? I don't think anybody, but we're mostly practicing here. Thing about that game is you think you install XCOM on your PC, but it's like 80 gigabytes. Maybe, I don't know. I kind of wrote off XCOM for a while because I really didn't think I would be into kind of turn-based combat like that has the issue of like, uh-oh, you can only hit the enemy for like 20% accurate, like, you know, you miss the enemy and it like, it's bad, it's rough. But at the same time, like, Baldur's Gate kind of turned me on to that kind of gameplay, so like, don't worry about it, Ket. Maybe I'll pull up the image later in Discord for everybody, because it's one of my favorite fucking images ever. Okay, Megaman, if I can just execute well, is really suited to having the shit beat out of him by roll. Okay, he's gonna fire down. Nope, thought he was firing down. Up. Down. Up. Up. Down. Up. Down. Up. Okay. Cool. Yeah, every XCOM 2 player's nightmare missing a 99% shot. It just happens so much in people's like clips of that game that I was just kind of like turned away from it, where it's like, this doesn't feel like the correct odds, but I don't know, maybe Baldur's Gate could turn me onto that kind of stuff more, like I could give it a shot someday. But there's also like, that's like at the bottom of like, what, 60 other games in the backlog that I need to play, so like, you know, maybe not yet. Okay, have to be a little bit patient fighting Gutsman, and also know how to, like, actually execute. One, two, three, move. Alright. Hit him, jump. Hit him, jump. One under him, smack him. Jizz him on Smack Dog. There we go. Mentioned they were going underground to hives. Oh god, there's an underground thing too now? Good god. Harpoon gun, incendiary eat, mini missile. Yeah, I don't know, Helldivers does sound really good again. I should... If I, my friend group remembered Helldivers existed, and if I had more free time, then maybe I'd be playing more Helldivers. But like right now I'm devoting what free time I do have for my friends to play a Baldur's Gate 3 campaign, which we're almost done with, but, you know, for right now it kind of makes Helldivers not high on the priority list. But one day we'll get back to it. Ow. Okay, Time Man's interesting because Time Man, like, roll does not feel ill-suited to Time Man. It just feels that Time Man has, like, kind of weirdly good, like, reaction almost to you. Oh, but actually he's really weak to that. Jump over him and then smack him with a reverse broom. That's actually a pretty good strategy. Okay, just one more. There we go. Patiently waiting for me to join the front lines. One day, soldier, one day. Part of me does also just not want to play Helldivers right now, given the fact that, like, you know, very obviously the whole for democracy thing is a parody of what democracy actually is, and currently being an American is kind of depressing, so even a parodical reminder of that is a little bit, you know, there's gonna just be that undercurrent of, Oh, okay, Oil Man, do the weird fucking back jump you normally don't bother to do. I keep forgetting that's something he can do. He just never bothers half the time. Oh, he's feeling very jumpy today. Very jumpy today. Damn. Oh no. Oh well. And the energy to get into multiplayer-focused AAA games anymore. Using incendiary weapons. Yeah, I bet it'll be good. Yeah, I mean, most of the time I really don't. It has to be something where it's like, okay, I'm watching my friends play it with each other, and then I'm like, oh, actually, that seems good. That doesn't seem like AAA slop. Which, I also recognize that I'm kind of this cynical asshole that calls everything slop nowadays, but, you know. I'm entitled to have that terrible opinion. Oh, damn it. Never expects the oil slider. And I thought I led that shot a little better. But yeah, I most of the time I agree. I won't be getting AAA stuff. It's just not for me. Like, GTA 6, I couldn't give any less of a fuck. It helps that I've never played a GTA game in my life, but... Please, can I get the final hit off on Oil Man? I keep whiffing horribly. Okay, not the final hit, but there we go. Oh, cool. More Helldivers songs. Nice. Okay. Well, I don't think I'm gonna be beating Copy Robot in this attempt, but... I have at least made... I think this is probably the best showing I've done in this stage, throughout all of my playthroughs here, so... Right. Roll, come on. Your dead zones are not helping right now. Ah, I thought Cutman would jump there instead. Why did I do that? Okay, I don't... Anyways. I don't know. I'm feeling a little plucky tonight. I'll give this another shot. I think I could honestly see myself going for a full 3 hours tonight. If I can get through the Copy Robot stage in this attempt, I think I might try to finish up Roll's playthrough all in one video. I've already, unlike usual, because I had Labor Day off, I've already had time to make my lunch for tomorrow morning, so I don't really have to worry too much about spending time before going to bed at anything, so I have a little bit more time to spend tonight. There we go. No desire to play Helldivers, seeing any ODST. Is a nice Halo 3 ODST fan. Yeah. I say Labor Day. I even said it without looking at your phonetic pronunciation, yeah. Apparently both the Chicagoan and New York accent come out when saying Labor Day. It's the one thing Chicagoans and New Yorkers can actually agree on is how to pronounce A's, O's, and U's. Oh, you're saying I gotta say it like how Vinny says. Okay, maybe more like Labor Day. It probably wasn't quite it either, but maybe I hit the lay at least. Apparently enjoying the Chicago Bears more. Poor New York, don't have a great football team. Or maybe they do, IDK. I don't know sports. Oh, holy shit, this is actually, yeah, so I was kind of alluding this to earlier in Iceman stage, but I couldn't remember if Iceman actually had ice physics in the Copy Robot refight. The answer is no. This fight is, like, way more possible as Roll. I was wondering why this did not feel as difficult. Okay, so Fireman is definitively the hardest thing to fight as Roll. Also, you have a British accent. Absolutely not. You're Canadian. You have a poutine accent. Yeah, it's very funny as an American sometimes hearing the Canadian accent, just because, like, the Canadian accent is mostly the same as the American accent until the aboot comes about, and then it's like, oh, this is, like, not the same anymore. This is not American English. Okay. Time Man is a bit of a weird fight for Roll, because he does a lot of counter-attacking, but not, like, super consistent counter-attacking. But that's always a good time it seems to hit him. Is when he does a time slow and you can kind of hit him from the back. And then when he's done with the time slow. Okay, he's about to attack. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Ow. Way too late. Oh, missed that. Trying to play it safe. Fuck off, Time Man. Damn, I can't believe he just ripped through almost an entire health bar like that. Guess I've underestimated Time Man as well. Immediately tells from the Midwest by how they say room. Do other accents say room that differently? I've never noticed. Fireman, you are a very awkward fight to have as Roll. Dodging one fire wave is much easier, or is a different set of motions than dodging two. Oh. Alright, well, that's not good. Wisconsinites pronounce it like rum. Oh, God. Yeah, no, like, the true Midwesterners really, They sound interesting for damn sure. Chicago does not really count as Midwestern. We're our own thing. We have a little bit of a Midwestern flares in there sometimes, but for the most part, yeah. I've never heard that shit from where I grew up. Okay, I'll be less aggressive against Oil Man. I'll wait for him to jump instead of... whatever. Anyways, let's try Time Man again. Amazing! I'm doing worse on my second attempt at this stage!
Warning.
How long would I think Mega Man survive in Helldivers? Not too long. He's infinite ammo, but bigger problem is just, like, not dying. Mega Man's a little bit frail. Time Man feels tough for me just because I'm really never sure when he's going to attack. Like, seems very aggressive at sometimes, and then other times he just, like, does nothing. He just dicks around for a while. I'm not really sure how to approach him. Like that. That was like that! He's very aggressive now. Is he going to, like, maybe do jumps now, or... I'm betting he has a pattern that I'm just not really locking in. He just feels very... I don't know. A little difficult to predict. Oh yeah, fries, cheese curds are base. We love that. We love that from Wisconsin. Absolutely horrible for you, but delicious, so... Metal Blade and double gear, you could manage Helldivers, no problem. Yeah, I suppose. That would probably work out really well. Okay. Cool. Don't know how that missed, but... Roll, please. Why do you have a dead zone in the middle of your fucking broom attack? Oh, Oil Man's really doing that jump across the whole room maneuver, huh? Oh, that was a bad place to get caught. Damn it. Wow, I am not doing well this time. What happened?
Warning!
Zero could solo all of Helldivers. Yeah, true. Oh, Time Man does have a okay, I've read the Time Man pattern you said there just a little bit. That is so fucking complicated. I mean, I guess that makes sense for Time Man. He feels like a kind of guy who would overcomplicate things, but it... Oh my god, why is Oil Man so difficult all of a sudden? Oil Man was not doing this to me last time. I shredded him last time. Okay. Just be a little more patient, I guess. Lock in. There we go. I mean, it's not gonna matter, but I'm still gonna die here. Okay, so Time Man's pattern is following it exactly. Every fourth cycle he doesn't shoot. His first one he shoots 2 on the ground. His second and third one he shoots 1 high and 1 low. The second shot being faster. Whoa. Yeah, I would have to like just watch that in action to see how that goes. So I do not think that I can just understand that by words. Bomb Man, thankfully, actually feels pretty alright to do his role, because you're kind of meant to stay close to him anyways. Although, you know, again, I don't think I'm making it through the fucking rest of the Robot Masters like this, guys. Jesus, okay. Alright, I'll do one more try at this before I leave it for next stream. I really just wanted to be able to not have to take 2 streams for every single last character in this game. This game is already long enough. I don't need to make every character a 2-week event, but that's just where we are, apparently. Staying close is better for NES. Wily Wars and Powered Up likes to be more aggressive. I found it's better to be close to him because then you can just at least back up from his bombs. You have a lot more space to work with because his, like... As weird as it is to say, it feels like his hitbox lingers longer. Maybe it doesn't because I think, you know, the fact that he is so much more aggressive and Powered Up means that the hitboxes are more likely to overlap. So you need to actually have better area control. Whereas in Mega Man 1, you can, for the most part, just kind of rely on the fact that he's only going to have 1 bomb on the screen at most times. And you only have to dodge him in the 1 explosion before he starts jumping again. This is pain. I really do agree. Crash do the 1-up farming. No. Only for Oil Man will I stoop so low. Mega Man and Baseless, awful boss rush. Yeah, it really does somehow. Okay, just flat out whiff. I'm still not entirely sure how I'm supposed to take on Fireman as role. Yeah, if I plan for him to shoot one fire wave and dodge that, then I get hit by him shooting 2 fire waves. I don't know. Fireman's probably just gonna be a spend 1 life and get through him kind of thing. No, try Bomb Man again. I mean, at the very least, I don't have the absolute wall of having just a boss that, you know, kills me in 5 hits and I kill it in 28. So, that's one advantage. Oh. Roll, could you please hit him? Don't let your hitbox kind of stale. Okay, Bomb Man's gonna do one of his. He's gonna throw long, or is it gonna bounce? It's gonna bounce. Whoa, Bomb Man! What did you do that for? All of a sudden, he fucking lunged forward. That ruined everything. Damn it. I was so close to getting him on the same life. Ugh.
Warning.
Okay, Time Man, I'd still have no fucking clue what you're up to. Okay, shooting 2, and then he's gonna do a shoot upwards. Shooting 2, and then he's gonna do another one. Okay, yeah, he is, and now he's just gonna dick around and do nothing. Or, okay, nah, he only had the 1 run of doing nothing. Now he'll do nothing, but I'm too slow to take advantage of it. Or not. I'm still very confused by how Time Man works. Alright, let's try Iceman. Iceman with his fucking opening. Weirdest sound effect. Okay, Iceman, what are you doing here? Do your 2 attacks, and then I go in for the hit, and I miss my first hit. Cool. Oh, this is not a great place to be, Iceman. Okay, it was alright. And I miss. Goddamn. Roll does not come down with the top ropes, effectively. Okay, well, who am I going to take a guaranteed death to? Let's try Bomb Man.
Warning.
Bomb Man, I think I almost did no hit the very first time. Maybe I can do it again. Nope. Not if he corners me like that. Alright, let's get a Lekman out of the way. Lekman's fairly easy as roll, but I still have to execute properly.
Warning!
Okay, he just shot down, so now he's gonna shoot up again. Okay, now he shoots down, and we're back in the pattern, and he's gonna do lightning. Now he's gonna shoot down. Oh, no, that was up. Okay, now this next one's gonna be up. Okay, and then down. Ah, really? That was almost a hitless run. Okay, now we have bomb, oil, and who's the last idiot? Cutman? Take on Cutman while I still have full HP. Yeah, doing this hard mode as Mega Man was that was brutal. I really don't want to do that again. I'm glad I have decided against 100%ing this game. Is kind of playing hard mode as Mega Man made me decide, oh no, this is not worth it. All right, he's gonna fire it now. Two, another one. Now he's gonna do it again. Okay. All right. Yeah, no, that Ket again coming up with the sadomasochistic challenges that I would never dare do or would never dare anyone else to do. Ah, water. Good. Water good. Okay. I'm having a weirdly hard time with Oil Man tonight, so I'm gonna take on Oil Man next instead. Rather play X6 on Extreme. Yeah, no, I mean... Well, okay, hold on. Grim, X6 on Extreme as X, or X6 on Extreme as 0? Very big difference. So I think... Well, I think I would rather play X6 on Extreme as 0 instead of playing Oil Man on hard mode in this game, but versus playing X on Extreme? No, that's for most of the characters, yeah, it's a lot more tame. Oh man, could you like jump less, please? Thank you. Bastard. Oil Man's difficulty seems to scale with roll depending on how much he just feels like jumping that day. Okay, well... Oh, we have 2 bosses left. Damn it, I forgot about Guts Man. Alright, that's gonna suck. X6 on Extreme with 0, but you get Shock Buffer with X first. Yikes. One kind of nice thing about Bomb Man as roll is that there's kind of a good rhythm to it. Like, once the bomb explosion is done, you can kind of get in there with the hit, and then, like, the bomb is going to be very close to Bomb Man again, so it's not going to land on you. The thing you just have to be wary of is whenever he just decides to leap across the whole stage and just, you know, sit on you. Oh, that's the bouncy one! Or do something like that. That's what I was warning about. Actually impossible challenge? Yeah, doing Mega Man powered up with no A presses. That would be actually impossible. Crazy, huh? X6 is X in normal armor only. I've seen people do it. It's not easy, but I've seen people do it. Adding a high jump to Cutman instead of Oil Man, yeah. Well, if they added a high jump to Oil Man, that would just further the blackface stereotype that he has going for him. So, like, maybe it's best they didn't do that. Okay, I'm just gonna get fucking dunked on in the corner here. Thanks, Gutsman. Gutsman, you gonna fire? Gutsman? Okay. 1, 2, 3, move. Bullshit. Sometimes Gutsman just appears a little bit further in front of you than he should, and other times he doesn't. I don't get it. I should stand close to Bomb Man and make him jump away like Mega Man 1. Yeah, it would be kind of nice. Gutsman, on the other hand, has a very bad rhythm as roll, because you want to get close and hit him, but, like, doing grounded attacks against Gutsman is not really that accessible. Getting close to him, he's going to just pull a rock out from under you. You kind of have to do this weird, like, dance and, like, wait for him to pull out a new block. You get to play Gutsman really patiently as roll, and I do not have that kind of patience. Not when I'm playing a Mega Man game, anyways. When I'm playing a strategy game, sure, but Mega Man's not a strategy game. 4, 5. Yeah, see, sometimes he does that, and it's just like, I don't know why I can't dodge it by just moving forward, whereas sometimes I can dodge it by just moving forward. Add more damage to his regular oil. I mean, yeah, that would have made Oil Man a million times more playable. So there's one spike wall that was like impossible to get up without air dashing or chips or something like that. Yeah, in the final stage. So I'm definitely gonna try to regrind for some health. I would like to be able to do this, maybe. Ooh, thank you very much. I'll take that. Okay, roll can actually hit this beak. Okay, grab the ladder roll. Roll, don't get enemies stuck in your damn dead zone again. I think these are probably the easiest enemies to grind, unless... Oh, hold on. Roll can do something here with the Susies from the ladder. She's got that insane extendo reach. To not getting hit. Amazing strategy. Why didn't I think of that? I'm such a forehead. I know there's health on the bridge up there with the picket men, but I maybe had a skill issue the last time I did that and just fell straight off into the abyss, so I'm not willing to do that right now. And hey, you know, maybe I might get a 1-up. I abhor farming as much as the next guy, but man, I would like to not have to do this stage again, and maybe, just maybe, we could get roll done in one playthrough. Powered Up is very good at making me, like, sweat bullets. I'll give it that. It's definitely got a lot of hard execution in it. I don't think it's back to the conversation of unreasonable execution, but it has enough in a row that's like, oh, you should be on, like, your A game for this. This game will make you better at Mega Man. Just prime the pointing and laughing emojis, sir? Yes, I suppose. Prime the pointing and laughing emojis. Get the cat that yells at you and points your finger. Okay, Susie, Susies really just don't want to top me off. Just like just another crumb of health, please. That's all I need is a small one. What's the point of the high score points in this fucking game at this era? Absolutely nothing. In Mega Man originally, it was just kind of like, I don't know, an artifact of the era where everything was like high score this and high score that, but here, it's just like, I don't know. They probably just, like, said, well, we're making old style, and we're making Mega Man 1 again, so we might as well just have them here. Okay, maybe I'll grind the beaks instead. Hey, RNG lottery, you wanna do something different for me? I'll just grind up a different enemy. Yeah, see? That's all it took. Still not enough, but something different at least. Yeah, there you go, the cat and the pointing finger. That's as close as you can get in emoji form. And got hit. Cool. Oh, come on. Roll, please stop missing. Alright, fine, fuck it. I'm going for the health on the bridge. I'm getting sick of this. Oh, right, there's a fucking health right here. I forgot about that. Now that I know that spike is up there, I will never have the skill issue with it again. Megaman once been remade twice, and both times they include the score meter, even though it does nothing. True. Not be against score balls returning, but maybe score being used like a secondary currency for super OP goodies like New Game Plus stuff. Guess it could be fun if you wanted to remake Mega Man that way. Okay, the tension is getting to me now. I feel like I'm gonna, like, fuck up really badly for no good reason. Okay, well, here I go! What's Roll's self-sassy dialogue?
Warning! How do you do, original Roll? I bet you're worrying about your precious Mega.
Who? That guy doesn't exist in this in this version of the timeline.
That's not what I'm thinking at all. You and I are one and the same. I know everything about you.
Only dialogue you don't like?
I'll tell him for you.
Oh, yeah.
Going to try to stop
It's the it keeps hammering on the weird ancestral robots thing. Okay, does she just like? Okay, she does hopping. Okay, so she either does attempts to sweep you up in range, or she hops across the screen. Okay, so you can kind of just lock her in a little bit. Okay, copy rollbot is not that bad. Copy rollbot is very easily exploitable. Very good banter between you, Grim and Score, in the chat right now. Even friggin' Oilman, this makes me I don't know. I think Oilman's is I think it's just because there's it's closer incest. Roll and Rock are very explicitly brother and sister coded, where everyone else is like maybe independent in a certain way. But, Same AI as copy Mega Man? Nah, don't feel like it. It's way easier to do.
I'm a bit surprised.
I don't remember copy Mega Man stopping that much.
Kind of strength.
I didn't
Try and didn't know I had this kind of strength. Yay! Sunk cost fallacy. Try and beat Wily. Yeah, you're right. I'll give the stage at least one shot. I don't want to have to do a random like. Okay, hi. We're playing new character next week, but also we need to finish this whole thing up with Roll. So. Roll. You guys see, right? Roll does have a dead zone. It's very weird. I'm not just crazy this entire time. Back up. Get the octopus battery. Okay. Gonna be arsed to add one more active frame. Yeah, I know, right? That just would have taken an extra, like, $10 worth of budget that they just didn't have that week. Ooh, barely landed on that. Oh, reminds me, given we're so late, I probably need to reset the mouth again. Let me do that. Yeah, it's very desynced. Okay, there we go. Back to normal. Still don't know why that happens. Not interested in figuring it out. Alright, now it's time for the jump TM. Alright, time for the next 6 minutes of attempts. Glad we might actually be able to get through roll in one. Though I don't know, we'll have to see how rough Wily Machine is. Ah, I got hit. Okay. Sorry, I'm sorry if I'm not talkative too much anymore. I'm just kind of lock in. Ooh, an extra. Oh, fuck yeah, an extra life that wouldn't get otherwise. Because, you know, if I'm not locked in, then this might end up being something for the next stream. Okay, oh, actually, I could use that. Every enemy you see, because you're doing other stuff. What does the second swing even do if everything just dies? Yeah, there's most enemies that you just cannot use it on. Like, you can use it on, hold on. Uh-oh. Ow, I thought it was falling off, damn it. The only enemies you can really use it on, that I don't think has enough health to survive it, is, you can use it on the hotheads in Fireman stage, and you can use it on sometimes a Big Eye if it's positioned just right. But the Big Eye has to be like, you have to be like at the level of ground to where the Big Eye's eye is at your level. Very awkward. But yeah, I agree. The second swing is kind of a nothing burger. Kind of nice that it's included, I guess, in case you miss your first swing, but, like, it's not... It's nothing really worth writing home about most of the time. Yeah, powered up having the Wily X Gutsman erasure kind of sucks. We don't get a bunch of Gutsmen in the ceilings anymore. Too early. I knew that was too early. Shit. It is still really mean to put that there, but at the same time, it's like, oh, we're redesigning Mega Man 1. We have to make sure we put in a Guts Lift section at the end of this. That's how Mega Man 1 did it. I'm also realizing I can just barrel through this section and not really worry about my health, because there is always that one large health pickup at the end, so I can just kind of afford to be a little reckless here. Yeah, thank God for the net 0 1-up. I think even the developers were like, okay, this is maybe a little bit much to do without a respawning item, so... Wait, so does it... Okay, so it does not actually dip down until after it goes past the pole, so I can wait even a little bit longer. There we go. Okay. Skill issue dumped down. Now we can go and try to beat Wily to death with a broom. Jump over meaningless textures in the floor for fun. The long W hallway. Alright, we got 10 minutes to wrap this up before it turns into a 3-hour stream. Let's get it. Alright, Wiley, what you got for me? Another comment about how Roll is a woman? Come on, let it rip.
If only I programmed you differently back then, it would have been genius. It's the only mistake I've made in my life.
I still have cleaning and laundry to do.
No, it's Roll commenting about how she's a fucking woman for Dr. Light. Amazing! It's fucking... Yeah. I will start to agree with everybody. The dialogue in Powered Up is... Yeah, maybe it's not great. Maybe it's not that great. Some of it's pretty good and gives them personality, but a lot of it is just stereotypes. Oh? Oh my god! Roll! Wily is weak to fucking Roll! That's amazing! I don't have to try at all! That's fucking great! This is the best night of my life. Roll is my favorite fucking character so far that I've played in Mega Man Powered Up. Yeah, Wily, you don't stand a fucking chance, dude. Maybe you'll get me on this first life because I'm hitting you at the wrong time, but dude, crazy. Hey, Lunatic, welcome. Wily's one weakness, a woman. True. Unfortunately, I think that Grim and I's discussion back in the Doom Master Levels days of does Wily fuck, I think the answer might be no. Answered directly by Powered Up. Yeah, Roll is a beast. The only character that benefited from Powered Up's dialogue is Fireman. I don't know, I think Cutman being kind of a timid kid is not that bad of a thing. Oh, okay, Wily doesn't flinch in this phase. Alright, that's good to know. I actually have to try a little bit during phase 2. Wily, are you gonna fire? Oh no, that's Super Arm. Okay, I thought that was Firestorm. Oh, Hyper Bomb. Ah, shit. Okay, what are you doing now? Elect Beam! That's a problem. Oh, and there's Rolling Cutter. I'm still shit at Rolling Cutter and Oil Slider. Oh well.
Ready?
Not having to actually deal with the first phase in any meaningful capacity is a godsend, though. I guess even the devs realize that, having to do melee attacks versus this, phase was rough. Especially when he gets so... Well, I mean, I don't know. He gets close half the time. I don't feel like they had to do it, but I'm glad they did. Okay, Wily. Sure, use time slow. 1, 2, 3. Okay, when he kinda... I have a timing for this now. When he kinda starts resetting himself downwards is when you go in for the swipe. And I missed it. Reprogramming Splash Woman gave him a cold. Okay, so what's your first attack, Wily? Firestorm. Alright, just wait. Hello? Wily. Oh, okay. Wily does a lot of counter-attacking for Firestorm. Oh, Elect Beam. Not great. Rolling Cutter, of course. Oh, Super Arm, sweet! It's my fucking... It's my time to shine! Hyper Bomb. Okay, not too bad. I can bait him to fire out far. Okay, Wily, sure, whatever you say. Time slow is definitely gonna help you out here. I don't know if the gun has a hitbox, so I'm trying to be very careful about not running into it. I need to be more careful about dodging rolling cutter, though. Oh, fires his normal shot. Oh, no, not the oil gun fucking machine gun. This is just guaranteed damage. Okay, I do not want to hit him during Firestorm. And of course he brings out what I suck at dodging. Ah, I knew I jumped too early, damn it. I really don't want Grim's prediction making this becoming correct. That this somehow turns the stream into having an extra hour length to it. Yeah, again, Wily's final fight is still a lottery as to how difficult it is. Ah, damn it, Wily! This is do or do later. I need to win. You're right. I am literally not going to make another stream just to fight Wily next week with Roll. That would be ridiculous. Okay, what's it doing? Elect Beam. Jackass. Okay, time slow. Sure. Oh, okay, super arm, sweet. And what's it doing next? Rolling cutter, okay. Like, rolling cutter is not principally that hard to dodge, it's just that he brings it out real fucking quick, and I'm not expecting it. And it's a fast projectile, unlike all the other ones he can shoot at you. Or elect beam. Okay, that was my fault. No more, no normal attack for you, Wily. We got him. I think I've tried the standing under it strategy, and I think it doesn't quite work because it comes right back to the cannon.
Wait a minute.
Oh, I did it. I feel very, very satisfied here. Because finally, I've done one character and powered up all in one stream. I don't think this is gonna happen again. But I at least did it once. So I feel fine about that. Thanks to the heroic action of his role, peace is once again restored. Even the nefarious Dr. Wily seems to have had a change of heart and is now ready to work for a peaceful tomorrow, or so it seems. Gotta read that, like, radio announcer. Whoa, wow, okay. Goddamn. Powered Up is a difficult game. But this was great, actually. I think playing his role has been a great experience overall. There's a couple of segments where she's really not suited to do so, but nothing is actually, like, insurmountable as her, at least not more insurmountable than any other character. So, like, Roll is actually a really good time in Powered Up, honestly. She's fun to play as if you can just get through all the cringy dialogue. I suppose maybe the one really unreasonable boss for Roll is CW01P. Because CW01P, like, just... You cannot hit that guy rapidly enough to actually make it possible to, like, not get hit by him all the time. Even doing some of the more dangerous strategies can negate the hits some of the time, but like it really does not work on like the last 2 speeds. But otherwise, playing as Roll is really fun. I loved doing this, actually. So I would give my Roll playthrough like a solid maybe 7.5 out of 10. Oh, now she's skipping. That's fun. Yeah, but CWMP sucks regardless of character pick. At least as someone with rapid shot like Megaman, you can easily like blow away his shield. But like, oh shit, Mega exists. Hell yeah, he's not just like dead. But yeah, otherwise it's a kind of a pain in the ass. Fight Kiko Man for everlasting sauce. True. Yeah, we'll save over this data. Hello, Defective. What's Rock been up to while the world was in peril? I don't know. I guess maybe he was doing the laundry. Oh, wait, never mind. That's not... Rock would never. Anyways, we get to... Oh, that's so loud. That's so loud. Why is the settings not applied to that? Anyways, we get to hear Roll's, you know, statement of the title, and that'll be how we close out the stream.
Megaman, powered up!
Okay. Here. I'll just settle on the new game screen for music at the end here. Oh, so, yes. Good God, what a long stream. But thank you all for being here for all this time and spending so much time out of your day, evening, question mark, to just watch me, watch some goober on the internet play Mega Man powered up and hit things with broom. I will have to, I'll make another poll for next week and who we're going to take on. Maybe in our Discord. If you're not in the Discord, please join the Discord so that way you can start voting along with everybody. I'm going to maybe request give me a good character so that way there's a remote chance that I can get it done within 1 week, and so we won't have to awkwardly break it up and have 1 week and then I go on break for 1 to 2 weeks and then come back to that character later. But if you don't and you want me to start Oil Man, then fine, I guess. But yeah, I hope you had a good time. Please sure to, you know, do the like and the subscribe and what have you, because streamers have to say this to remind you at the end of a 3-hour stream to do these things to help the channel grow and get into the algorithm and all that good stuff. I will try to make sure the poll actually allows for multiple votes this time, because I swear that's an option, but I just forgot to click it, I guess. But yeah, tomorrow we'll be finishing up Carol's story in Freedom Planet and probably starting up Mila's story as well. Yeah, I hope that you all have a good night and a good week if I don't talk to you later, and all that good shit. So like have fun, everybody. Doing what? I don't know. Sleeping? Maybe. But yeah, have a good night, everyone, and I'll see ya when I see ya. Bye bye.